Welcome YouTube.
We're on YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Oh no, don't say anything silly.
Silly.
Oh no, we're gonna get banned. God help us all.
One day we all get banned.
I'm not even gonna lie with y'all. I've lost track with how many Pokemon you actually have. And I sincerely hope all of you have written down the encounters you've actually caught if you plan on using them.
I have 4 of those.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I have
9
entire-
Pokemon.
I have entirety of 4.
What is your fourth one?
Scrub,
And the one before that that's not Spiritomb?
Carvana.
Okay, I was forgetting that. Trying to remember.
It's almost like we didn't had a battle session before.
Well, there's also so many fucking encounters in Pokemon that this boat realistically shouldn't be able to house them all. But by
It's a
God,
magic
we're
boat.
going to try.
It's a magic boat. Don't question
Lindsay,
it. Shut up.
Lindsay fucking works into the night to make sure that the boat has enough room for all the critters we're putting in here.
All the livestock, you mean?
Yes. And
The
the 20
emergency rations.
Machamps that fucking Maggie's going to put in.
Oh, nee.
So how's your day? While we're waiting for duct tape.
Well, I had a funny day. I went to work, worked for an hour, drive home from work. Just took me 3 hours of driving. Nothing.
Hey, that's an hour of work. It probably won't pay as much as the gas you paid to get down there.
That's correct.
Incredible.
Completely pointless.
Meanwhile, I have spent 8 hours editing stuff for the campaign and getting things together because I am a week behind. And I've had a particularly long week. Kiddos have been thankfully very good though. The boy has been started handing me pictures of different toys that he wants for Christmas.
It's not even Christmas yet.
Yes, but he found a Christmas toy catalog and is pointing at them and showing them to me like, It is
Ew,
quite
it's
cute.
not even... It's not even fucking Halloween yet. I hate this.
Let him prepare. He's excited, man.
Prepare to be disappointed.
Actually, I do really good Christmases. I save up throughout the year to get it done. Who is putting a pentagram on top of my window?
Stinky pentagram. It smells.
Xena, stop putting stinky pentagrams in the room. You're making the TV fuck up.
The TV is already fucked up. I'm very much sure it's not even on, it's just possessed.
I blame Spiritomb.
You're just watching porns directly from hell.
Yeah, this is hell porn.
Spiritomb doesn't possess electronics. That's probably a Rotom.
Jerry does have a Rotom.
I don't
probably
know,
his
it's a lot on TV though.
It probably just wants to torment him or hypnotize him, something on the like.
Or it's just horny.
Huh?
You will buy more unnecessary electronic devices for me.
Yes, absolutely. Buy more fucking useless electronics that are mainly just for RP purposes. Do it. I want to put them all in here.
That is Rotom's evil plan. It wants more electronic devices bought by Jerry.
Yes.
That is why he hypnotizes him.
That
is why he also bought this god-awful game console. He was compelled by the hypnosis of Rotom.
Yes. Hello, Ducty. I heard you.
Soon Rodom will collect the Allspark and bring all the electronics to life.
Mm.
Like in the plot of Transformers 1.
It is now 6 p.m. Is everyone clear out? Everyone in?
It's funny, Bean. Don't know your times.
Yeah, man.
Stop living in the wrong time.
Honestly, yeah. You guys just need to get good.
It's okay, we live in the future. You can't do anything against that.
And the
mean, you-
future
You live in
always
the
sucks.
future. Why didn't you warn us about 9/11?
Because it was funny. I shouldn't say
they
that
were
on
posting
YouTube.
shit. They were
I was
posting
2
memes.
at
Or one of
that
those
time.
guys. Yeah, they were shit posting babies.
I was 3 at that time, I think.
I think
No, I
Zeno's actually younger than me, so he probably would have been a baby too.
9/11, I wasn't a baby. I was a young man.
A young
Sure.
fellow, if you will. Anywho, we finally come into the boat today. Day before we do the dock operation. Jerry is
Dock
chilling
off.
in the room with Mike. Mike is eating a sandwich on Jerry's bed. Jerry does not care.
Till the vomit
The
all of
TV
it.
is screeching loudly with the wails of the unsent. This is normal. Start scene.
Nom nom nom. Nom.
Roll a luck check
Pentagram
for that
has turned-
sandwich.
The pentagram has turned purple.
It's getting really stinky then.
Good one.
You get +1 to perception for the rest of the day. That was really good fish.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, because you fucking have one eye open. Just open the other one.
No.
No, if he opens the other eye, he will transcend.
Where are Maggie and Jack?
This is taking place at night, correct?
Yes, in the
No.
preparation.
Yes.
It's like in the afternoon. There's still time to do things, but it's almost time.
Then I would have done all my actions in the RP channel, and Maggie should be asleep at this time.
Jack should theoretically still be in
Like,
the kitchen.
for an
and,
idea, it would be like fucking 3 p.m. right now.
Oh, then Maggie's still at the market at this point then. Because Maggie
And-
doesn't leave the fishing docks until like 4 or 5, gets to market right as they start to close, then heads back, eats dinner, and then goes to showers and goes to sleep. So, proceed.
Jack, you
Jack, what?
hear the screeching from Jerry's TV all the way into your room. It is very loud, and it is currently infiltrating your mind. You're used to this. However, you would like them to turn it off.
Yeah, so Jack will obviously go to the door and knock on it. Jack! Jerry, turn down your fucking TV, please.
I can't, it's possessed.
Then unpossess it.
I am not a member of the clergy, and I believe that it would be illegal for me.
Where's Mike? Mike knows about ghosts and possession and spiritualism more than I.
He's eating a sandwich. I think he drew a pentagram on the window.
Maybe try open the window sheets.
I
should break
cannot,
open-
as this is they are literally painted on, I believe.
Oh,
Open the window, let in the demons.
Yes, let in the demons. I just opened the window in the fucking JPEG and there's just a massive eye staring down. I'm actually probably gonna do that in the future.
can you at least turn down the volume?
I will try. Hey, spooky TV lady, can you please turn down the volume? and the fucking TV screeches even louder.
Damn it.
Mike, you can actually roll to unpossess it with your channeling abilities.
Yeah, I know.
But you won't because this is funnier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I'm eating a sandwich.
Yeah, it's a good sandwich. As we are discussing this, the TV abruptly shuts off.
Holy
Oh,
shit, he did magic. Well, thanks, Jerry, for turning it off.
Do anything.
It's quiet now. That's good.
Shouldn't
And
you be ready for tonight, though?
well, I guess so. I know that I will get some more coffee. And with that, Jack will go to the kitchen again and pour his like fifth cup of coffee for the day. Maybe
Okay.
even more.
can he hear colors at this point?
Alright. Ah! I accidentally moved the fucking mic off screen.
Goodbye, Mike.
Oh. He has become one with the white.
It's for the better.
You're not supposed to smoke chicken.
Leave him alone. You can't tell him what to do.
I'm sure this is not how to get a smoky aroma in your chicken.
My chicken would never do that.
Let's swing it right now.
Yeah.
Jack, you walk into the living room. It's chaos as normal. Chickens watching robot anime, smoking
Is
and
that,
eating seafood.
is that George chick watching fucking Evangelion?
Yes.
What the fuck?
You notice that on the wall, someone has replaced the nude lady photo with the hang in their baby cat. However, someone else has put another lewd photo on the fridge instead.
This is getting out of hand. Anyway, I'm not here to judge this. I'm here to work. Time for my fifth. How many cup of coffee? It doesn't matter. So he will fill his fifth cup of coffee. And why
Walks
is
into
that?
the room.
And why is this chicken smoking?
God damn it, Jerry left his cigarettes again.
Looks like it. It was like
Yes.
this since I came in.
I can see that. Lindsay notices the fucking Arizona tea porn on the refrigerator. God fucking damn it, Jerry. I just took down the other poster.
Well, so this motivational poster is yours.
Yes, I got tired of looking at tits.
Shame.
Okay.
That's not possible.
He will take a swing of his coffee and says nothing. He just listens.
Although looking at this now, I could go for Arizona iced tea.
I'm not sure if we have this here.
You know, Arizona
Unless
iced tea.
Unless they did an errand run for any iced tea.
There's honestly no telling. I know we got groceries for a while now. Jerry makes his way down out of the room.
Oh yeah,
Finished
Lancy,
making-
while I think you were sleeping, Mike nearly burnt down the ship.
I know. I
Oh,
turned off the
good.
stove for a week.
All right.
No joke, he tried to bake cookies 3 times and burnt them to a crisp. All 3 times.
That sounds like even worse luck than mine. And I know a thing or two about bad luck.
Mike, do you want to come down and join this conversation?
Just threw me out of the window.
What?
You threw me out of the window into the void.
He passed on. Finally. He can rest in peace.
So you're listening in from the window outside?
Yes, I'm looking through the window like a sad cat.
You can hear everything they say, and they can hear everything you say, by the way.
I'm just going to stare into the window like a sad cat.
Does anyone remember getting a cat?
No, I don't remember even getting a mic.
Also, what is a cat?
I think it's something like a skitty.
Skitties are nice. But this one's white, and it looks sad, and it's looking directly at us.
We should close the window fold. Forgot the name of it.
Jerry fucking walks out the window and closes the blinds on Mike.
Fuck you, Jerry!
Love you too, Mike!
Let me in!
I guess we should clean up this mess, at least to make it a little livable, and so that the torchic doesn't burn everything down.
Say this. Maggie finally arrives home.
Do I have to arrive home?
Yes.
Do I have to? Wow.
You don't get a free pass to just sit there all night.
Kid, Pipsqueak, Pip. And I clap my hands, and the chicken
Yes.
just looks up and just drops a cigarette because it knows it shouldn't be smoking.
Burns
damn
the
it, I
ship
baked-
down.
Oh,
God damn it, I
Biohazard.
forgot to make the chicken a PNG. Give me a second.
The chicken
Shit,
is not a PNG. It is fused with the ship.
Yes. It's
part of
inside
the
the
ship,
image.
part of the crew, part of the ship, part of the crew.
Just
has
I can fix the situation.
Just
The
put
chicken
Maggie
has
over
been
it.
cut.
Put a new
Ah.
chicken over it.
Mitosis.
Mm. Oh god, I found a way to get a belly drum already.
The chicken drops the cigarette into the ashtray. It now looks
Where did it learn
expectantly-
that from?
I blame Jerry.
Mike, Jerry, get your fucking shit together. And because obviously she wouldn't have learned this from me because I don't smoke joints. I use a pipe like a sophisticated woman.
Joy, those are cigarettes.
Well, yeah, but still, you're gonna smoke them the same. Obviously, learned it from watching you.
Go whatever.
I recall Pipsqueak. Pipsqueak is now back in its ball. How it managed to get through through a locked door and 2 guard Pokemon is beyond me.
Magic.
Hmm.
Just like the after image it created.
I can still feel it out there. No, but yeah. So what you guys doing?
We're getting yeah. We're getting
getting
ready
our-
to
We're getting
Head
Ari
out.
out.
Yep. Trying to cover the chicken. We're getting
Just-
ready to do the operation tonight.
Just slap Spiritomb
Oh,
down there.
I thought we were doing that
I'm
tomorrow.
sure it
Oh,
can cover the chicken up very well.
Mm.
Or duck.
What did you say, Ducty?
I thought we were doing that tomorrow night, but okay.
No,
No,
as far as I know and my notes are concerned, we do it tonight.
Jerry's Farfetch'd enters the room, sits down, and takes the place of the chicken.
Does it start to smoke?
Give me a second.
Oh no. The Farfetch takes off the already smoked cigarette.
God damn it, I didn't save it as a PNG, I just clipped it. Never mind.
How much? I have a question.
Yes.
So outside of normal inspiration, how much inspiration would my Machop get because it has been walking around with me all day? I've literally been spending all day with this Pokemon.
Inspiration?
Yeah, because I know, inspired training, bonuses. There we go. That's the word. I can't English.
Two.
Two.
I
Okay,
don't.
good. Also, I am finally doing something for everybody else.
Sure. Jerry finally walks back in from fucking with Mike. Where's Sudor?
As
Oh,
far
he's
as I have
still-
seen him, he went fishing.
He's still fishing. I left earlier just, because I wanted to. So yeah, that's what he's doing. So
Fun.
there's point on fishing. I did catch this little guy though, and I pull out a Pokeball and pops out the Azrael.
That is a small guy for sure.
Oh
That is
yeah,
indeed a small guy.
but look, they match, and I pull out my Azumarill.
And now it slowly gets full in this room.
So, speaking of, I don't know if you're going to go back in the room, but I do not have the PNGs completely prepared for them.
Well, the Pokemon that I had out guarding the room were
Oh my
Brave
god.
and
You look so sad.
Oh my god, it looks so sad and everyone's so happy. Everyone is happy, yet my life is a misery.
You're never going to get who's guarding the room correct because I edit these in the middle of the day while you're still RPing.
Can't you just crop out the mouth of the Azurill and just turn it around?
No, that's actually the original sprite. It looks miserable.
I want to know where I got a Meryl from.
We don't ask questions.
Can I add a Meryl to my list again?
A Meryl has randomly appeared in your room. It lives here now.
It doesn't belong to you.
Hey, add a boy or girl.
It doesn't belong to you. It just is there.
Yeah, it lives here now.
Joke's on you. It'll belong to me eventually.
Yep.
That's how everything works in this. Every Pokemon works in this house. Just ask Mike.
That's correct. By the way, where is Mike?
Mike is outside.
Well, are you gonna let him in?
I'm just scratching against the window.
I have
Damn,
no
must be
idea.
birds.
That's up to the shipwright to decide. Jack looks at Lansy.
You're letting this thing just get nasty shit on our window. Somebody's gonna have to clean that, and it's probably gonna be Lansy.
Lansy fucking exasperatedly sighs and walks into Lynn and Mike.
I just walk in, lay down, and go to sleep.
Mike, are you? I kick Mike in the ribs. Are you happy? You made a mess for Lansy.
What are you talking about?
By the way, you tricked you absorbed half the water from the fucking outside and you fucking tracked mud in. So you're just a stinky fucking cat sitting on the ground.
You're a little piss baby is what you are. Yes, you are. Who's a little stinky piss baby? You are.
Jerry pinches his cheeks. No sleep today, buddy. Gotta get up, rise and shine.
Can I just use water pulse to clean myself? And everything else?
Yes, just absorb all filth inside yourself.
Arguably, Aqua Ring would be a better move for that.
It would just coat myself. So I can clean the floor and the window and Lansy.
So you're saying I can use you as a living mop?
No.
Lansy gives you a look.
I'm just saying I'm going to clean after myself.
I just go over to Mike and I just stick my foot on the side of him and I just start pushing him back and forth.
He soaks up the water from the floor in the entryway.
I'm doing my part to help keep the ship tidy. Arguably, I probably am. I'm the only one whose personal spaces aren't a fucking wreck. And I clean the bathroom.
I think the only other person who has a clean room now is Jack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it
Jack
just
and
got
Maggie,
it.
the only functional individuals in the whole boat.
This is correct.
I have much more important stuff to do than cleaning
Functional in
up.
quotation marks for Jack.
Lindsay looks over at Maggie. So, have you gotten any info on the docks, Maggie? I know you've been checking in on them.
Well, I saw the strangest thing over there. You'll never believe what it is. Guess.
Regular
Uh,
workers.
It's
A
better than
guy?
that. A guy scratching his ass. Whoosh! And she just like makes head explosion, like mimics that. Yeah, no, I found nothing. Got Jack and shit. And
Hmm?
I mean,
I am Jack.
it's the middle of the day, but I mean, it's kind of what you expected. So
This is fair. Well, it looks like we're actually gonna have to go in person and investigate completely then. Do we have anything prepared for that?
oh no, what are we wanting to prepare and how are we wanting to do? I mean, looks like a regular old building. I couldn't get inside of it without like being suspicious as hell.
Well, obviously that y'all need to be a little bit stealthy. Do y'all have anything for stealth?
I mean, I got
I know
we
we have
still
the
have
radios from the island expedition.
we still have the Magnemites. Um, unfortunately, Shroomish evolved. She is no longer. Holy shit! No, Bella is stealthy as hell. Bella has a 5d6 plus 2 in stealth. Yeah, I mean,
Jerry pokes his head
Bella
up.
can go and break into some places, surprisingly.
I still have Dreamcast and Rotom. They can disrupt any electronics. Work to our
I,
benefit.
I have Azathoth. He can. They can do stuff. They
And
have.
Maggie and Mike has that dust skull that is like invisible at night.
I send out Honage and make a stabbing motion.
We actually all have, with the exception of you, a ghost type. So I think we're actually good for once for actually
If
sneaking.
if
I
push comes
know
to
that sounds weird, but like we're actually solid.
if push comes to shove, uh, Gondala, my new little friend Scrub, has smokescreen. We can make a quick getaway.
That sounds like a plan. I
It
did
also
pick.
has it also has stealth, which is very funny.
Well, I'm gonna set up in the building across from the warehouse just to run surveillance and radio with you if anything comes up. Y'all will be on the ground floor.
No surprise here.
It works better that way. Can anyone check on Pineco? He may be helpful for you guys in this mission, depending
Yes,
on
I
if
will
things
take the
go
Pineco.
horribly.
Yes, I will take the Pineco. Consider this a loner, and I give her the B drill.
I will snuggle him.
I know. And if I
Man,
catch you in my bed again, you are dead meat. Always
Spiritomb
remember.
is actually pretty pog for this. It has dead silent invisibility phasing.
That's
That's
pretty
most
common for
ghosts.
almost every ghost. Yeah.
I know, but still, for for a thing that moves a giant stone with it around.
Maggie, you walk in, you see Pineco. He's playing a new game today.
Oh hell yeah! Love me some Super Mario World.
How does he play without hands?
You also see a large Arizona iced tea and some pasta that needs to be taken out.
Okay. I get the Pineco in its ball, and I go ahead and I clean up Lansey's dishes for her. The ones I see.
Taken care of. You have now obtained Pineco.
Oh yeah, Spiritomb also has infiltrator.
Jack, actually roll perception for me.
Oh, okay. I will percept now. Watch me go. I will use the advanced dice roller for this. This will be 66. It's pretty pork. It's pretty good.
You notice that Spiritomb is no longer in his ball.
Ah, shit.
What? What happened?
I think I have. I wouldn't say lost, but I think I have displaced like 108 souls, 108 dead people.
It's a lot of people
That's
to randomly lose.
that's not good. You might want to
It's
go
a.
find it.
It's yeah. I will do that. I mean, I just need to look out for suspicious stones. So how hard can it be?
First place you should always start is your room.
I mean, yeah. So Jack will now go to his room. Oh no.
You walk in, you see the cabbage from yesterday, the last couple of days sitting on the bed with your camera.
Is that my
Spirit
fucking
Tomb
knife?
is flipping a knife on your desk.
Spiritum has a new knife.
You
The
don't know
newest-
where he found this knife, but he is currently just flipping it up and down.
No, don't tell me that Spiritum now just conjures knives out of nowhere
He found it.
somewhere. Well, that is surely not very good.
No, it's not. He doesn't seem to be being malicious with the knife. He's just tossing it up and down, enjoying himself.
Hey, buddy, we need your help, buddies, guys. We need your guys' help tonight. I can stash the knife for you if you want, but you need to come with us.
Spirit Tomb looks you in the eye. He chuckles a little bit, knowing that he could probably fuck with you tonight as well.
Or stab
He
him.
agrees to come along.
Cool. So we will recall the spiritum and stash the knife.
You now have a combat knife on your person.
We will tell no one about the knife.
Should give me the
Don't
knife.
let fucking Maggie find out.
I want the knife.
We will tell no one about the knife.
The first
One
time
these
you
days-
bring the first time he fucking brandishes the knife in combat, Maggie just dives at him.
One of these
I mean,
days, I'm gonna volunteer to clean Jerry's room, and I'm gonna steal his taser knife. Just
that
this is mine
depends.
now.
That depends who brandishes the knife. If it really is Jack who does it.
This is true.
I have found Azathoth. It seems I left him unattended in my room. It's okay.
I'm
Mike.
just gonna go and say that reaction is not a reaction of somebody who left something unattended.
He had a good
That's a
time. He
panic.
kept him. They had a good time. They kept themselves entertained.
With knives.
Speaking of, Mike, you also need to retrieve Dusky and Sandslash.
I'm going to look into my room if my little bitch is back. Because he's probably gone since 4 days now.
Oh no.
That's my
But
other knife.
the knife is possessed. You will start stabbing people.
That's the point of a knife.
Wait. Why does he also have a knife?
Because it
That's
took.
my knife.
That's mine. It's Dusty's knife.
They are currently watching anime, and apparently there is a large can of corn on your table.
Why
And
is
they
that
have
corn?
Where does it come from?
You don't particularly remember having corn, but it's there.
You
Who
don't
p-
question. You don't
Who
question the
bought
corn.
who bought corn while I was gone?
You don't question the corn.
Dusky flitters over and shows you the corn she found you.
I'm going to make something good with it later.
Is it ghost corn?
No, it's just corn she stole from the store to present to you.
Oh, cool, thievery.
Now I have a bird mafia and stealing ghosts. Yeah, that sounds good.
Is that my corn?
Dusty's been around me too long. She's starting to just pick up my pickpocketing ways.
Bad influence.
Sandslash is eating like some fucking food on the floor.
Is it food I cooked or just random food you found?
He went into the cabinets.
God damn it.
The question is it food off the floor or on the floor?
It's in a bowl. Look at it. He
Never
was
can be
clean
too
about
sure.
it. He was clean about it.
She was civilized.
How do you respond to this scenario, Mike?
Oh, thanks, Dusty. We can cook something good with it later. You're going to help me, don't you?
She does a little flip in the air and goes into her Pokeball.
And Ramos, come on, we need to go. I'm going
He
to cook you
finishes
some.
the-
I'm going to cook you something better later.
I'm going to cook yourself.
He stuffs a fistful into his mouth and hurries away with you.
He just stores it on his back spikes.
I'm going to cook yourself later.
I'll meet back up in the common room. Anything else we're missing? We have
What
time to go to the market one last time before we head out tonight.
Well, I would like to go to the market to collect my little bitch because I miss him.
He's been gone for 3 days, sneaking around trying to get those stones.
Yes, and probably pranked a lot of people.
Yes.
We also might collect Sudor back up.
Maybe.
He might be lost and starving.
Sudor
He's
will
gone
never
for
starve.
10 minutes. He's
He will eat
starving.
a child before he starves. He will pick up one of the Girl Scouts and eat them whole.
Oh no, cannibalism.
Do you
Unless it's-
consider Sudo a human?
I have no idea what he even is.
We don't know.
Pseudo is pseudo.
Sudo is just
That
Sudo.
said, how many of you head to the market during this time?
I guess I'm gonna go too with the rest of the group since they're going. And full disclosure, I was under the impression that like we were stopping like morning of day 3, not proceeding through day 3. So, yeah, just putting that out there. Anyways, that's all I have.
It's hard to keep track of time, so I'm just rolling with it.
Which means
Just
we are one
accept
day.
it.
Which means we are 1 day away from being paid, fuckers. Let's go. Woo!
You always track the fucking payday. That's the one thing you keep track
No,
of.
I literally am keeping track of every single day. That's why I said I was under the impression that, because following strictly what was laid out previously, that's
This is fair.
It is what it is.
I'm literally note taking is the thing I do. Like,
That's his entire personality.
A beautiful sunset is cast over the open market as you all walk down.
It is quite a relaxing city, I have to say.
You
yeah, it's not
notice
bad for a port town. They're all the same.
that there is one new shop. They seem to be selling a lot of strange items.
Oh shit, new
Mike?
people to
This specifically piques your interest.
Where's a
Oh,
new shop?
damn. New people to interrogate, I mean, journalate.
Yes.
To interview, I guess.
Oh,
I'm going to walk over to.
Oh no, it's
Well,
the Wii shop.
I'm going to walk over to the new shop and look over the wares that he has.
I follow
Where's
Mike.
the... We will all follow Mike, at least I will.
Okay.
Wait, that's a cabbage man.
No, this is a completely different guy. This is just the PNG that I use a lot of.
That's the boss.
It's the boss again.
It's shadymen.png.
Yeah, that's our boss. Very shady guy.
Does anyone else follow Mike down?
Yeah, I think we all said that we did.
Okay. Scrolling.
The group will converge around this one person.
Honestly, yeah.
You walk up to this man. He's selling a lot of weird stuff. This is like a flea market ninja. He's
Oh,
got
no.
knives, swords. All of them seem really, really impractical.
Really, really oh no, it's small ninja boy. Sheesh.
Ooh. Okay. I'm a little interested.
How can I do for you guys?
We've not. I don't think I've seen you around these parts.
I
before.
come here every other week. I take the place of that cabbage guy. He makes a killing and I come and take his stall.
Makes sense. You can only sell cabbage for so long before they start to rot.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's got some pretty good cabbage though. I don't know how he does that. But we got a lot of stuff on sale. Anything I can interest you in, train you? Maybe this brass knuckle knife.
This brass knuckle has spikes.
He holds up a fucking knife that just has blades shoved into the end. You would probably stab yourself if you punched something with that.
On one hand, I really do want a pair of brass knuckles because Maggie does have love and hate tattoos across her fist, and that would be so cool. But I know I do not need them.
Okay, well, okay. How about this? He pulls out a hand axe with a flashlight on the end.
On which end?
What end? There are 3 ends, and like maybe
Like
two of
the
them are
fucking
brass.
tip at the head of the hand axe.
It would be much funnier if it would be on the handle.
Yeah, that's
That's how I would imagine it.
It's like at
That's
the end of the
right,
handle.
Yes.
yeah.
Jack's
I thought it was like that too. I'm with Tino on this actually.
Okay, then we'll work with that.
Jack just scratches his head and thinks and says like, "Is this like for chopping wood at the night?"
Well, what else would it be?
You may be fending off a evil stranger, and you gotta have a flashlight so you can look him in the eye.
I think I'm more of the running away
Hey,
kind of
so-
person.
Well,
Thanks.
So
the
answer me
trenches
this.
somewhere, and there's a little axe. You got a little flashlight so you can do your runs.
Answer me this. So
Riddle me
how am I
this,
supposed
stranger.
to attack him with the axe if I also have the flashlight? So if I'm supposed to be seeing where I'm attacking, I can't attack at the same time. How is that any better than me just having a flashlight or my phone light and a
Well, you
hatchet?
see, you have a flashlight in the end. So you can see where he is, and you flip it upside down, and you just start hacking at him. This is wildly impractical and silly.
Maggie just like shakes her, like looks for a minute, like bobs her head. Yeah, no, that's not how that works. What if he moves in that time?
Okay. How about this? He pulls out a large fucking machete that is covered in barbed wire.
Why would you need a
No,
barbed wire around
let
him?
him cook. Let him cook.
It's blunt damage now.
Now you say you let him cook?
I wrapped this
Okay.
baby myself. The fucking blade is completely covered tight with barbed wire.
So, I have a follow-up question for this, and I pull out my wonderful baby Lucille, my bat. So, barbed wire only works if it's a blunt weapon. You're totally losing that cutting edge. So, did you do anything to sharpen that barbed wire?
Yes. I put grease on it so you can set it on fire.
What?
This man is clearly deranged.
What do you poke yourself with the barbed wire on it?
Jack
What?
just
Well,
just
come on,
questions
let me see
everything
how
about
sharp that barbed wire
practicality.
is. Prick your finger on it real quick. For me.
He openly slaps the fucking hand of the blade and fucking starts bleeding out of his hand. See? Very sharp.
Okay.
It's also slightly greasy.
I gotta admit that one actually does a little bit of something for me. Not gonna lie.
You can
Very
build this
effective.
stuff. You can build this stuff on the bow.
Can you
thing.
imagine if you shoved this inside a guy's gut, what that would do to you? He's
See,
still openly
imagine-
bleeding all over the ground.
How many? Can I get an NPC's survival roll to see how long he's gonna take before he loses blood?
Medicine.
How
No,
can,
Mike,
you,
you
shove,
can also roll medicine.
Survival.
how can you shove this into
You
someone?
can use
when the
survival
blade
as
is-
well.
How do you shove this into someone when the blade is covered in barbed wire?
That's a
You
12.
fuck.
I want to see how it's
Like maybe 15 minutes before he bleeds out and passes out of the ground now.
Man, it's pretty effective then.
You know exactly where I'm thinking with this, because you know I'm a gremlin.
He is going to wait until he passes out and warp it.
Isn't this a little bit too much street gang for our taste?
No.
Please.
Okay, so barbed wire machete, pretty fucking solid. Not gonna lie. What else you got?
Pulls out a fucking box. It's homemade grenades
Oh, now you're talking my language.
with nails hammered through them.
Woo!
A lot of
Ooh.
shrapnel here. I got a lot of nails in my shed.
Can you even grab this thing?
Yes,
No,
you
you
can.
can't.
But just you can grab it, but you can't throw it.
You don't have
You
to
have to-
grab it. All I have to be able to do is be able to pick it up and hit it with the baseball bat.
How do
Someone
you
throws
kick
it
it?
at the.
Do you have like iron-covered boots? I don't see you kicking that.
See, when I'm usually at work, I have some nice chainmail gloves, but I don't have those right now, so I'm kind of bleeding out a little bit.
I
He's
can
gonna
see that being an issue.
he's gonna roll medicine to see if he can wrap it and stop the bleeding.
No.
He's able to stem it off just a bit.
That's actually not bad. I mean,
Yeah, that's a decent roll for untrained.
for untrained and for a random NPC that we just made do a medical check, yeah, that's good.
Jack
he
still just
was able to
scratches
stem
his
off the
head.
bleeding.
Okay, so other than the grenades, like what are we talking here? Pull the fuse. Like, is there a fuse that we gotta light? Like, what are we talking here? How?
Now you see, you pull this pin in approximately 2 seconds. Shaboom!
Jack will move a little bit further away in a safe distance.
So
The
you're
woman
not-
behind you is also visibly uncomfortable watching this unfold.
So they're not real. Maggie's already a terrorist at this point. But she is on probate. Well, actually, no, she's on parole right now. So, but, okay, that's 2 seconds. That's not a long fuse time at all.
When you drive nails through it, it makes it a little wonky, so, But you could probably throw them at the enemy and then ignite it with a Pokemon. That would work too.
Okay, so you're saying what a ranged fire source pretty much would work for it.
Yeah, and then shoots nails everywhere. Fucks them up real good.
Yeah, I guess if you had a fire or an electric type that you know just zap it, that'd work.
Yeah, that would too. I also got this. He reaches
no.
into the back of the fucking stall and pulls out a beautiful blue sword that is otherwise normal.
what
Mike,
type-
this strikes you.
Like, what type of sword are we talking here? Are we talking like a?
It's like a short sword. It would
Okay.
fit in the mouth of a small dog.
Oh no.
That's pretty descriptive.
Can I see that real quick? And I just want to like take it in my hands, do like that mall ninja balancing shit.
You hold it. It's actually a very well balanced sword. You don't know how this insane man got a hold of something this nice.
So I gotta ask, because this is the odd piece. This is the odd one out. What is the story behind it?
Oh, you see, I was
could-
out on the open seas looking for more nails, and I found this in the middle of a hold somewhere on a ship. Very fancy chest. I don't know the story behind it. Apparently does really well in water.
Yeah.
It's an
sure.
underwater sword.
It is only sharp underwater.
It's just a fucking diving knife. An oversized diving knife, that's all it is.
It's Suda's diving knife.
But specifically, it is the perfect size for Mike.
Jack will return to the group since the high explosive is out of the way.
They're still
I go
nearby.
ahead- I go ahead and I pass him the sword back. Okay, and that's a really interesting story about it. You know, have you tested its sharpness? I assume that it's good.
So
No!
It's giant!
Now he chops his fucking head off again.
he takes the sword,
No!
pulls up his pinky, chops it off in a single swing. Very, very sharp.
Dude, what the fuck?
Oh
Dude, I think you need medical.
This same hand that he's already bandaged one.
Yeah.
Just
Be-
giving him the benefit of the doubt there.
I'm warning him.
no! Guys, not. Don't need
Clearly
doesn't
not
need medical.
in good. This man should not be here. But as you were talking about this, Sable Eye comes back and he slips Mike 15,000 pokey, 3 dust stones, and an ultra ball.
What the fuck?
He chatters and chuckles slightly before returning to his ball. He's been on a stealing spree.
How much money did he steal?
15,000.
15,000.
You know, probably
Robbing
just
people blind.
probably just some casual breaking and entering. But
Yeah, a little
He just
theming
drops-
effort.
He robbed some poor Girl Scouts.
don't mind
Yeah,
me. I'm
coming.
just breaking and entering. Normal Pokemon behavior.
He just
Mike,
robbed
Maggie, both of you roll a medical check again to see if this guy's gonna be conscious enough to make a sale.
I just
Oh,
rolled.
You see, as a ghost Pokemon, your door was wide open to me, so I entered.
Hey, on a 1d6, that ain't bad.
That's
You could have also rolled survival, by the way.
Oh, well then fuck that, I'm rolling survival. That's a 3d6.
Zeno, also you.
Okay, rolling again. 16.
He is turning pale white as he speaks to you. This
Okay.
man just wants a sale so bad.
Please don't let him die. I don't want Azotos absorbing him.
Well,
How
you
much
know,
for the sword?
8,000. That'll
Uh,
feed me and give me something to smoke.
How about
Okay.
4,000 and I'll patch you up so you don't die on the streets?
That'll get me something to smoke. That's good enough.
We have a deal.
Okay,
So
I got a deal for you, bud. You're trying to make ends meet, and I can appreciate that.
survival secondary, smoking top priority.
He's gonna pick you up and heal you. I can help you with the other thing. What I have here is a jar of some of the finest stuff. I grow it myself. Absolutely great. How about we do...
Do I still have the fucking
First of all,
Oh,
how much
good.
for the knife and for the box of grenades?
Oh no, I still have the box of weed.
Wait, the knife?
Yeah, I want the fucking machete.
Oh, the machetes. Okay. The
bullshit
machete is is 4,000.
Okay, and how much for the box of grenades? I'll take all of them. So you know if you get caught with them out here, you're fucked, bro.
There's 5 of them. They're 2,500 each.
So that's what, 12,500. Okay, and then the machete is 1,650. Okay.
The machete is 4,000.
4,000. I
Yeah.
know, but I'm putting like together. It's 16.
Yeah,
500.
1,650 together.
Okay, or 16,500 together. Yeah. Here's what I'll do. I got this big old jar here. All yours, bud. You don't have to worry about smoke. And then I'll be taking off so much off of your hands, you won't need to worry about anything for a while, bud.
Well,
I
you
could sell some of this.
So we got this bud for you. And then I can, buy in bulk and help you off too. Sound like
You know what? That sounds like a good plan. He is just, he's fucking fiending right now.
Okay, I shake his bloody hand. 8,000.
That's fair.
Okay, I now have 5 grenades and a fucking machete.
Oh no.
This man jumps the fence and starts running towards the fucking boat docks.
Whew.
Did he
So that
leave
happened.
everything unattended from his little shop?
There's the only thing left is completely impractical, stupid weapons.
I want the hatchet!
The flashlight.
Because
No! Hear me out. We found a way to electrocute Jerry's knife. We can jury rig this hatchet to do shock damage.
I mean, if you get like an arquebus or another rifle or something like that, you could probably put the axe under it like a bayonet.
Jerry's just gonna take the weird fucking bladed knuckles. I could probably throw this and it will do something.
I just pick up the knife with my mouth. Oh.
You now have a water sword. It does normal slashing damage,
Unless it's
but
in water.
it counts as water type.
Unless it's wet.
Okay, I got an actual question here.
Yes.
How much damage and what effects are we giving for the machete, hatchet, and grenades?
So, the fucking machete, it's going to take like poison damage
Okay.
on a DC above 12.
Oh yeah, what has the combat knife actually?
What damage base does it have?
Same as Sudor's Pan. All the other weapons, basically.
No, because Sudor's Pan has a damage base of 14. My baseball bat has a damage base of 12.
Okay, so it should have the same DC as the baseball bat, but
Okay.
it's using the poison effect as bleeding.
What does the
I'm
combat knife have?
The combat knife?
Yeah.
It's just a basic ass knife. It does the same thing as like a basic melee weapon.
Yeah, but I don't know what basically the weapon does because I don't have any.
It's in the book.
Ah shit, I have to read. Range.
Yes.
It's a small...
So now fucking Mike can be Sif.
Okay. Question also. What hatchet? Hatchet. What do?
Hatchet also has basic melee weapon damage, but it also has Dark
Light.
Sight as a flashlight, basically, light source.
Fair enough.
However, you cannot engage in combat with the hatchet while the flashlight is active. You have to turn it off first.
Yeah, and items. Travel gear, bandages, kits.
You're looking at pretty
equipment.
much a damage base of 7, by the way. Or
Weapon.
6 or 7 for your regular weapon, by the way.
The grenades are going to count as a self-destruct,
God.
with the bleeding effect.
I have no idea where to find a fucking knife.
It's at the near the tail end of the book, I believe, is like melee weapons.
There's examples of melee weapons. Our melee weapon system is not the same as what the books actually is. You'd probably be better off having it as a damage base of 7, which would be a 2d6 plus 10.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Alright.
Well, I guess we're covered on weapons.
Oh God.
Also,
Explosion.
is that guy gonna be okay? I don't think Mike actually patched him up.
No, I didn't.
Damn it. Can you get
I
the sword
mean-
out of your mouth? I can't understand what you're saying.
No.
Okay.
Honestly, Mike, you could just fuck up his mind and go inside there and talk to him telepathically. That'd work too.
This
That's
is also,
right. I
this
could
is
do
also-
that. I could do
Give me a
that.
second, I gotta go take care of something.
Oh God, what is my? Oh God, it's only a 2 to hit with the grenade. 6 throwing accuracy. Oh fuck.
Suddenly gunshot noises in the
taken care of.
background.
So
Bababooey.
I assume we're doing regular DC for me throwing shit.
Yes.
Oh God, we're fucked. Or everything else is fucked.
Listen. We've already broken the game. I might as well let y'all have fun.
We're gonna do a range of 3 on this, correct? That's the normal self-destruct.
Yeah, the normal.
I assume the type of the knife is steel.
It's
No,
a-
it's
no.
normal.
It's
Cringe.
normal.
Every weapon is normal. I'm giving the machete. a
Unless
poison.
otherwise specified.
I'm
Like a
giving the
water
machete
sword.
poison.
But it's a fucking steel sword. It's steel.
No, that's not how types work.
Melee
It's-
weapons without any modifiers count as normal.
That's not how Mafia works, I see.
Like, Tudor's pin is considered a normal melee weapon, despite being a fucking killer.
Cast iron.
What is the DB of the knife?
7.
7.
7.
Oh yeah.
Ian?
Yes.
Did the Hunchco Mafia achieve something?
Did the Hunchcrow Mafia get anything?
Yeah.
Oh, one
I don't-
D100 for me, please.
I assume the AC is 4.
Yes. That's
Alright.
standard AC. Technically, what you're also supposed to do is have a main-handed and offhand weapon if you want, and then that can actually affect what your damage base is. So, like, if I wanted to use a knife in my left hand instead of my right, it would deal less damage technically, but like, that's yeah.
It flies overhead.
Oh,
It's
cool.
a soup drop.
Chili Mac.
Nah, that's vegetable beef, my boy.
A can of soup drops onto your head.
Wouldn't it sink into his flesh?
No, it just bonks him on the head.
In hindsight, Bean, my secret rolls were fucking worth nothing. Just, I appreciate that because fuck me, I really
Soup.
do actually appreciate that.
Remember, you can DM me if you want to do something stealthily without letting other people know.
I know. I just realized that after getting little bitch back.
Yeah. Anywho, y'all are now strapped. What's the next decision y'all make here? Because there's still a little bit of time left in the day. There's other places you could look into. Hell, you could even check out the contest hall.
Maggie has 7 fucking weapons. I don't think strapped describes Maggie.
We might First look for Sudor.
Maggie is an ATF violation waiting to happen. They're gonna come up and shoot her Arcanine.
So you're gonna go find Sudor, correct?
Or at least Jack will.
I'm not going
Do you
to check
all
where
follow
Suda
him?
is. No. Because if Suda's in a bad mood, I don't want to find him.
You have a sword.
If Sudor didn't come back, he didn't come back for a damn good reason.
Yeah, you don't want to
Alright.
fuck with that man.
But we kind of
Y-
need him for tonight.
Sure.
If he decides not to come, that's on him.
Nonsense! I got 6 fucking grenades. We don't need anything else other than that, baby.
And I have this. Jerry pulls out the fucking fist knife thing. Jerry cuts open his hand trying to handle it. God damn it.
I'm
You,
rolling a
sir.
medicine check to see how fast he bleeds out.
Yes, you can.
You are a phenomenon, good sir.
He's gonna bleed kind of slowly, but he can patch himself up fine. Shit, that hurt!
This is why you gotta wear gloves, Jerry. Gloves.
Do you see the glove store anywhere around here?
You should use your mouth!
That sounds like an even less good idea.
I've done that before. It's actually really fun crawling at people, charging them with a knife in your mouth. Would recommend.
Well, I guess the contest hall is still there. We could,
Stab
look for
people!
Yeah, we could
look
see
for
if we could meet up with any of the judges, ask them some questions.
Yes, of course. Information gathering.
Can I find anybody that sells spell tags?
See this fine lady right here?
I don't see. Yes,
The one who is jiggling around?
the goth lady, goth girl. Yes.
She's selling incense, spell tags, and My Chemical Romance CDs.
You're going by stereotype. You're judging her.
I don't need the CDs because I already pirate my own.
I mean, you could
Spell
support them.
tag is 500.
I'll take 2.
You now have 2. Do you buy any incense for your room?
I fucking hate patchouli. What is
She also has some candles.
what
Apple pie.
apple pie candles are hit or miss. Sometimes they're not all that good, sometimes they're good. What instances does she actually have, like Pokemon wise though?
Incenses?
Yeah.
Wax incense.
That's actually tempting.
The candles are like 100 each.
So, lax incense, for those who are not familiar, lowers an opponent's accuracy. So that's why it's tempting. I'm not gonna buy any incense. I'm just gonna buy the spell tags.
Alright, you got that. Everyone else heading to the contest hall?
Can't hurt to look.
You all move towards there. No, move that up here. As you come in, it's already fairly crowded. There's actually some judges who are sitting in the main room, awaiting questioning.
Judges that we have not seen yet, right? I just want to make sure.
Actually,
I know half of them.
Should be the Pony Man.
Who the fuck
there
is
is a single judge who stands out from the crowd.
that? I think that is some American stuff. I don't know this man.
Maggie,
Is he-
Mike, you both know who this fucker is.
Is
Yeah.
that like a talk
Is
show
so-
host?
No, it's just the guy that. It's the boat guy. It was our
He's
boat guy.
Of our existence. He is put here on this earth to torment us.
We already killed him. He's still there.
Twice!
You've killed him twice, and he comes back.
Oh no.
Isn't it 3 times? I mean, we didn't kill him on the boat, but we assumed he was
He is
dead.
the only one who is available to speak to you right now. The rest are crowded around.
I just go over to him. Hey, need some weed?
Weed.
Yes. Weed.
Hello,
I'm
sir.
on the job.
What?
I'm on the job.
You're on the job?
Yes, I'm on the job.
Yeah, but you're not going to be always on the job.
Well,
Could need it for.
maybe you meet me around back at midnight.
That sounds like a good idea.
That sounds kind of gay.
We're Vaporeon, nothing is gay.
Maybe so.
We got a plane at midnight, though.
Yeah, we already have things to do.
Yeah, you guys have things to do.
Well, you not meet me behind the building at midnight. I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm going to come, don't worry.
Week.
Can we sacrifice Jack's weed for this? Like,
Yeah, he's not going to smoke it anyway.
yeah.
Jack, you can walk up to this man and question him about the docks.
He is a boat captain after all.
He doesn't want to.
Jack,
Yes, I was slowed off for a second.
do you want to walk up to this man and try to approach him and ask questions?
Sure, Jack doesn't have any previous altercations with this individual.
Maggie, how do you approach this scenario?
I'm just standing back and watching. I'm gonna because I know that ultimately I have to do damage control for the whole fucking party, so I'm just waiting for them to ultimately fuck something up.
This is correct. Jack, you walk up to this man. He is vibrating in his seat, making motorcycle noises.
Greetings, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm quite well. Had a few rough nights, but that's okay. You know the age.
That's good.
Now you see, you are one of
You
the
like
judges.
birds?
As long as they don't pester me.
He holds out a wind goal. It is floppy and soggy. Pretty good bird, eh?
Been recently fucked.
It is a bird. It is sure a bird.
Now, I could trade you that bird. Would you like a
For
bird?
what? For what?
You got any weed?
I mean, I do have a box of it.
Well, meet me behind here at 12 o'clock night.
Then again, I think my teammates for the contest may want to use that weed themselves, so they kind of have reserved it.
Roll perception, Jack.
Oh boy, perception. Yeah, we are not very perceptive
Dead.
today. What?
The bird is dead. He's trying to trade you a dead seagull for weed.
Sorry, sir. I don't think. I prefer my birds in a mint condition.
Well, I don't got any except in the warehouse.
This is like a
You notice that he said the word
interest.
warehouse.
Yeah, of course, I picked up on it. Quite interesting. So, where would this warehouse be. I'm quite interested in more of these.
Yeah, I got it hidden over by the docks. Got lots of birds over there.
I see. You wouldn't say that you know, I'm kind of a journalist myself. You wouldn't say it is worthy to write a story about this wonderful warehouse and the fine work that is done there.
I don't think I could do that. They might yell at me.
Oh, but just think about the publicity that your warehouse would get. You would sell so many more birds to so many more people.
I don't own the warehouse. I just live there. I don't even think they know why I live there.
I mean, your benefactors would surely appreciate it.
I don't think they would. I think they might shoot me.
Well,
but if you want to come visit and check out my birds, I got spare key here.
Pentagram. I will think about the bird.
Key to the warehouse. That's one less step you have to worry about.
Yeah, Jack would just tip his head and walk back a little.
Come on, you don't want a key? You don't want to be let in?
I mean, would you trade me the box of weed for the key?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Sorry.
He was
I mean,
prepared to give you the key. Now you're mentioning the weed. He had forgotten about the weed. He just wanted you to visit the birds. Oh, you want to give me weed for this?
Yes,
Well,
in the warehouse where we meet.
Yes, of course. Like my associate said, in the warehouse. Obviously. I just need a key for that.
Okay. He takes your hand. It is very slimy, and drops a key in it.
Many thanks, good sir. I can't await our transaction at the warehouse, where we will surely meet.
You walk away as he makes more motorcycle noises. I walk away with him and tell him he's the worst undercover cop of all time.
I'm not an undercover cop, I'm an investigative journalist.
You sound like the worst wired cop.
Zeno, what
Yes, the weed.
Yes, the weed that I'm selling to you in the warehouse.
I would like to buy one drug, please.
See, Jack is usually someone that sticks to the shadows and makes photographs from there and not confront people directly, unless they are very insecure and may or may not work at a chicken place and are underwage workers.
Didn't he say he's going out to get the pictures? Seeking the story? Not hiding in bushes to get some pictures?
I think he just sits in closets and takes pictures of people.
I think we have the wrong picture of him.
He goes out. The problem is that the stories mostly come to him.
What kind of pictures and magazines are you normally selling?
Jack's a bit of a voyeur. He really gets off on it.
Poor Jack alone. Jackie boy would never.
What?
He doesn't even know. He hasn't even smoked his weed yet. I don't think he would do that.
What exactly did Zeno offered to the judge? By the way, I misheard. Well, I didn't mishear it. I missed it entirely.
I offered to sell him some weed.
What did Zeno say to the judge?
Just offered to sell it in general. Okay. That's what I thought I had heard, is that he was just going to sell it in general, not that.
It's simple.
Also, he has managed to kill another bird.
As long as we have this cheap-ass weed, you don't have to give up any one of your good stuff.
I have toxic meth. Guess what I'm going to sell?
I just look at the two of you. You two are fucking idiots. First of all, the key could have been free. Second of all, we could have traded the weed to him in exchange for a good vote for the talent show and or a good score. We would have had 2 out of the 3 judges in our pocket.
I mean, I was going there, but then he showed me his bird.
I
Jack,
was
honey,
planning to.
don't lie to me. Mike, you're a fucking idiot. We love you, but
It
Come-
threw me for a loop. You don't get every day shown a dead bird like in the open in a contest hall.
I
The guy
want
in it anyway.
I want to be mad, but you also haven't met this guy before. That's totally the type of shit he does. So
I will take a mental note of it.
The first bird.
I'm not gonna dog you for that one. But
So So it's normal to buy
Yeah.
a dead fish Pokemon, but it's weird if it's suddenly a bird.
No, it's
No,
normal when it's in a restaurant. It's weird when you have it out in the open.
restaurant, grocery store, open market, totally fine. In a contest hall, no, it isn't. And that's not the type of bird that you eat.
Also, he pulled it from his pocket.
That's
Yeah.
a pretty big pocket.
Or a really tiny bird.
That's true.
I mean, it's a wind goal. You can fit those flappy boys anywhere.
You can just roll them up.
You can roll the window up like a what?
You roll up like a bowling ball.
I mean, it's like a flat, long bird.
By the way, you all see Sudor. He's over there, staring out at sea, just in awe of nature. He says
Right.
nothing.
He
Don't
craves the call of his
approach
homeland.
him. Don't approach him.
Sudor currently experiences extreme homesickness. He craves to see his home. He
He
wishes
did-
to return back to
He
see
did
the free will.
swim the sea from his hometown to reach Westboro once.
He's like Free Willy, but he's on land.
My man's is just enraptured with the ocean right now. I wouldn't bug him.
Jack,
Good that we don't have any bugs with us.
I got 2. Or no, I only got 1 with me now.
Incredible.
One of those
Well-
bugs would really set him off.
Do not put the pine cone in front of the man. He might pan us.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't waste a perfectly good explosive. I mean, Pokemon.
Pine
Wow.
cone looks up at you from the Pokeball.
So this is how you
Oh,
treat
it's
me,
a
mother.
joke. It's a joke. And you know, if you were mine, we would have been bonding a lot better, and you'd be a fortress by now.
It rolls its eyes at you.
So
Oh,
this is
come
how you
on.
treat me, second
You
mother.
know- look at me, you little shit. I'm gonna clean that fucking that Grumpig style of a room that you've been wallowing in, and you're gonna fucking enjoy it, and you're gonna see how bad you wish you had.
Does Maggie have the badges to control a traded Pokemon?
Maggie doesn't need badges because she has a high enough charm and a high enough command stat that she technically can command any Pokemon.
Technically.
Rapture is coming, and Pinecone will be his deliverer.
Anywho.
That is actually one of the few commander abilities is that I can control most Pokemon.
Wait, I think
Use
Herald is a better word.
And instead of a loyalty check.
Anyhow,
So I'd have to roll a 66, but yeah.
we are now out of time. We are shifting back to the boat.
You said that. I thought for a minute it was like 9 o'clock, and I was like, what in the...
No, remember we started at 3 p.m. It's getting into the evening now. We gotta start
No,
prepping.
I'm meaning 9 p.m. real time.
No.
He thought the session was over.
I'm not that stupid.
No, dude, I fucking am.
Y'all all walk back in. Lansy notices you are all brandishing new weapons, some of which are very confusing to her.
Oh, Nancy wanna
Who?
play a game, and I just like am holding the machete.
Couldn't the machete do...
Flashlight on the end of a machete, of a hatchet.
Don't question it. It was a weird thing that
I have-
happened.
Okay, jokes aside, I have a plan. Lance,
God.
you remember how we made Jerry's knife shock people?
Yes.
We already got a built-in battery source and wires right here. Why not? Like, it's literally just a bit of wire away from being able to shock people.
Lancey reaches into her pocket. I actually have my work kit here. Do you want me to see if I can get it together real quick?
Yeah, sure, have at it. And I give her the hatchet.
Let's see, where's her tech? Lindsay. 66.
Yeah. And then I can technically help her.
Damn, she rolled low today.
Maggie, help.
Maggie did a better job.
Lindsay's clearly lacking sleep and fumbles a bit, but you helping her out gets it together.
It's even funnier when you realize I also have a +5 to tech chess to tech checks if I were to go get my focus from my room. But yeah,
That's it. It now counts as electric type.
yay!
An electric axe with a flashlight.
No, it's the
No,
machete
nope.
that's that.
No, it's it's the hatchet. It no longer gets the
An electric
No longer has
hatchet.
working flashlight.
Ooh.
Also, is it safe to handle those grenades? The fucking nails are just driven through the grenade. They cannot be stable.
I would not stay as far away from those grenades as possible.
Maggie wears leather gloves. I don't see the issue.
I'm not worried about you poking yourself. I'm worried about those going off inside.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Pulse pin explodes
The thing
instantly.
is, you gotta pull the pin. As long as they stay. As long as I don't get.
You don't even need to
overly
pull the.
jarred?
You don't even need to pull the pin. Would have damaged everything with driving a nail through it.
See, I'm
It's
okay.
a wonder he didn't blow himself up. Jesus.
It's a wonder he still is alive.
So
Who knows if he
I'm
is?
considering these more like almost like a hand, like a. It's like you can't drive it through like a regular like U.S. Army hand grenade. I was thinking they were more of like driven into the handle of a potato masher.
No, this is an actual hand grenade that he just drove nails into.
Like a U.S. Army style hand grenade. not
Yes.
potato. Okay.
It makes no sense, and this seems very impractical and dangerous.
Welcome
like
to
a
Mall Ninja.
Well, it's like a potato masher would make sense because you could drive spikes through the handle and then throw it.
Don't question it.
Yeah, like that. That was
Logistics of how stupid and dangerous this was, even creating these.
Lansing. If it makes you feel any better, I have a way that we could neutralize these, or at least keep them from blowing up for the time being.
Are you gonna strap them to a damp Pokemon?
Yes, actually, I was.
Are you going to
Because
strap
I
them to
have a damn
Pyro?
Pokemon.
That is-
Strap grenades to the Pokemon that has damp.
Well, I send out Poliwhirl. Okay, Sprig, you ready to fuck some shit up, boy? And Sprig just
You.
looks at me, and the happy demeanor of this really happy-go-lucky Poliwhirl just like fucking nosedives right away. Like his eyes are super fucking serious.
Look at him. He's got the hand out. He's ready for a bandolier.
He's ready for it. Like
He's
like-
ready for crime.
Like he's got the angry fucking eyebrows on.
Look
like,
at
he's-
look at those eyes. They show no remorse.
He shows no remorse. I go ahead and I take the black band, the black belt that I've had in my backpack for a while, and I equip it and make it into a bandolier for him.
Am I gonna
We're
have
gonna-
to make? Am I gonna add that to his sprite later?
No, because the black belt actually is gonna go to Little Ricky like permanently, but
Good.
we're gonna fuck some shit up, boy. You ready? You ready
He
to
fucking
go?
fist pumps.
At a fucking boy. It's even funnier when you realize that his raised skills are athletics and combat. Like this is a frog bred for war.
I'm ready. What about you?
This frog is ready to fuck shit up.
Jared grabs a hold of a couple of Pokeballs. He's gonna bring Ducky, fucking Dreamcast, and Spooky. This duck will do work. Each of you pick 3 to bring along to the mission.
I think
obviously- Oh, sorry. Continue.
I'll take just area. I take Azathoth, and I take. Now it's the question: do I take Kavana or do I take Scrub? I think I take Scrub. Scrub is a little bit more useful with Smokescreen.
The rest of you?
Slash, Onage, and Onyx.
All right, Maggie.
Okay. So first of all, let me get what everybody is using because I just now found the speeds. So
I'm using Farfetch, Porygon 2, and Rotom.
Porygon 2, Rotom, and Farfetch'd, i.e. the 3 Pokemon I don't have fucking updated. You piece of shit.
That's okay, I have them on my fucking sheets.
I know. I have to copy them from the sheet to this. And Farfetch'd.
Mike is bringing Dusky. And who
Oh.
else, Mike?
About Sandslash, Honedge,
And
and
Honedge,
Onyx.
okay. And
And
Onyx,
Onyx.
okay.
Mikey, Sandslash, and shit, you are Mikey. Sorry, Onyx, Sandslash, and what else?
Honedge.
Honedge.
Honedge. Okay.
And then Zero is bringing the
Absolute
Absol.
spiritual ones. Scrub.
Mhm.
Okay, so Skrelp is the new one that you're. So Carvana.
Yes.
Carvana.
And
has
Lindsay is just
Skrelp.
gonna have Scyther.
Kavana stays at home. For now.
Oh, okay. I misheard that then. I'm sorry.
Tony Chopper is going along with Lindsay.
Oh, Lancey's actually going on a mission for once. Ooh.
She's gonna be in the background. Remember, she's going to be up on the building across from where you guys are doing reconnaissance,
Okay.
looking
and
over
then-
everything.
And then Maggie is going to have. Whoa,
What the
now.
fuck?
Maggie's obviously gonna have Poliwhirl because we're gonna go blow shit up. Braylum's currently in the room. I'm not gonna disturb Braylum. We'll take. Actually, I do want Braylum. I want Braylum. Braylum and Little Ricky. So
Arthur?
Braylum and then my Machop, and if you give me a minute, I have speeds. There we go. There's everybody and their speeds.
Good to know. Now that we have that, we can go ahead and shift off to the mission map. Give me one
With
more
exception
second.
of Rotom and Farfetch'd, because I still have to get those.
Allow me a second to change the music.
Dun, 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 dun.
Almost sounds relaxing.
Spiritomb and Scrub really don't matter in case of speed. Spiritomb is 6, Scrub is 8.
Your Spiritomb only has a speed of 6. Is that with the actual improvements, like of the stat points you added in?
Yes.
Oh,
Spiritomb has a base speed of 4.
So
I already put 2 points in so that it is lower than HP. Its second lowest stat. And
And I
I'm only
see-
allowed to either tie or be lower than the stat above it.
I see you already evolved your Electabuzz.
And
Or-
Porygon.
Your Electabuzz
So,
is what I
yeah.
would say. Oh,
Spiritomb will always be fucking slow.
The
okay.
stationary ghost Pokemon, of course, is going to be slow.
Holy shit, that's a lot of men that work on sailing boats.
Let me know once you got things updated, Ducty. Move a little
I believe
transition.
everything's actually up. I believe everything's actually updated because I know Xeno does not value speed as a stat at all, and never gives his Pokemon speed. Yeah,
Give them
nice.
speed so they're mid.
There we go.
Oh,
There's our
shit.
actual Pokemon.
We
speeds.
stepped into Japantown.
You all end up in. Sorry. All of you start heading out late at the docks. You're coming in from an alley. Lansy is over here in this building,
Okay.
currently looking over everything. All of you see the dock workers. There's a lot of Machamp. They seem to be moving cargo. You can't exactly tell what the cargo is from here. None of them have noticed you.
I mean, these are just guys doing their jobs as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. This is not really escalation worthy, but there is this fisherman that comes into my
Don't
eye.
see him just yet. However, you can roll perception to see if
I
you see
would-
more.
I will of course roll perception. Hello. Is that
Jerry
even
is going to roll too.
is
yeah,
that even
honestly, offering us rolling perception, we're gonna roll perception.
Well, yes. I figured
Is
that
it-
would be the first thing y'all do.
a question?
Actually, the first thing I thought to do was whip out my fishing pole and just start fucking fishing in front of everybody. That's actually what my first thought was.
Since Jerry actually rolled really high, the only person who doesn't see the fisherman is Mike. However, Zero,
mean
you
you rolled high?
specifically
What?
notice that these sailors are having to handle what they're working with on the docks with protective gloves that you normally wouldn't see dock workers using. Normally they'd have like nice work gloves, but these are clearly like heavy duty.
Well, whatever they are moving seems to be quite special, quite heavy. It definitely isn't normal cargo.
Well, what makes you say that?
Well,
They're wearing like hazard-proof gloves,
I
My-
know
the
that.
kind you'd work with if you were handling chemicals.
Bean,
I think
know
he
that-
wants to hear it from me.
Yes, that's. I don't want.
Okay, I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Well,
Good.
my perceptive eye can at least tell me that those gloves are not for regular dog worker. They seem to be special. I'd guess from the nature of what they are doing and how they handle the boxes, anti-hazard.
So what?
So it's
thick-ass rubber gloves, pretty much.
Yeah, it seems like it. So, and either something is very, very poisonous in there, or at least acidic to the hands, or something completely different. Definitely not good to become in contact with.
I mean, just from a general standpoint, you're not going to want to wear rubber giant, thick-ass rubber gloves when you're gripping cargo. You're going to want something with actual grip on it. And those types of gloves aren't grippy, so I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean,
To give you a reference, like these are like thick rubber gloves.
No, I know what type of gloves. I'm saying in character, like
Yeah, okay.
Out that.
well, that's all I can tell from this distance.
Well,
Walk up and ask them a question. You can stop him if you want to.
I'm not going to chop Jerry.
I will. Jack will stop Jerry, obviously.
Do your best.
Jerry, wait. You know, we might not want to stop or hinder those nice people during their workflow. How would you feel?
Sure, it'll be fun.
How would you feel when someone interrupts you while you do your business in your room? Would be quite annoying, don't you think?
And
As if they want to join, obviously.
don't think they're masturbating over there.
Then obviously it should be fine to go up and ask them a question.
They seem.
I'm sorry. What building are they going into? Like moving cargo into?
They're moving him off the boats right now.
Oh, okay. So they're just moving it from boat to dock, and then they're probably going to get like a skid steer or something, or a forklift to move it.
Yeah.
Dock to house. Got it.
That or have the Machamps handle it.
Yeah. Shit. No, that's not what I want to do. Maggie's just going to lean against the side of the building, right where I put my circle. Unfortunately, I'm trying to delete it. She's just going to watch.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay.
And send out little Ricky because he's a Machop. He might enjoy watching the Machamps work.
Jack kind of gives up trying to stop Jerry. It's his own problem now because he can't figure out this guy. This is one of the few people he can't really read because he won't listen to reason, at least like a little bit.
Jerry walks up to these guys. They all freeze, at least at this particular duck, and look him directly in the eye, a little bit nervous. So, what you guys doing out here? We're doing work, sir. Could you please shuffle off? We don't have time for this. Well, what kind of work y'all doing? Cargo. The Machamp walks up and kind of gets in between Jerry and the cargo now. Jerry then walks back. That particular dock is now on high alert.
Jerry, how about you stand back a little? You know, you had a good talk with these guys. But it seems to stress you're welcome with them.
Oh no, I actually got exactly what I wanted out of that exchange. There seems to be some kind of poison warning on the crates. Also, they do have electronic communication devices strapped to each of them.
Jack just
Probably set through the entire shipyard.
Okay, are you meaning like tracking devices or like pager system?
You know, walkie-talkies.
Pager system, got it. Okay, I mean, Maggie's just leaning across the building, leaning back against the building, watching them with with little Ricky, and he's just leaning up, like posting up too, like imitating, trying to look tough in front of all the Machamp around him. Clearly, Pokemon has some superiority issues right now. Well,
Jerry wasn't done describing what he did actually see, since he rolled high on his perception.
Sorry.
They also seem to be handling some kind of canisters out back. So whatever toxic material they're dealing with is probably aerosol-based.
that
it's
is quite
aerosol based,
not
why are they
good.
wearing gloves?
Yeah, don't you need to wear gas masks also?
They probably should, but I'm not judging.
I see.
That said, whatever it is, it doesn't look very safe for whatever it's intended for. Very least.
To be
So-
honest, out of character. I kind of completely forgot why we are even at the dock.
We're investigating shady business related to the console because they got intel that someone was going to try to disrupt it or infiltrate it.
Oh yeah, exactly. That was it.
And now y'all are figuring out that there is toxic aerosol canisters being loaded off the boats.
Cool. Chemical terrorism. My favorite.
Possibly.
I mean, just riffing here, we have rebreathers. What?
Yes, but those are for underwater.
If we don't, Lancy could probably craft some in the meantime.
I mean, if you think about it, though, what is a rebreather? It lets you breathe, and it filters oxygen.
Out
True
of
enough.
water.
Yes, it is not a gas mask.
That said, if all of their communication is connected, we could probably disrupt it if we really want to get in there and cause a big distraction. Get a closer look, per se.
The moment we disrupt it, though, that's going to send off a lot of red flags.
Yeah, and we will have to deal with many people.
This-
Counterpoint, though, it might be one of those things where they're so busy they don't notice it. That could happen too.
Is there a light tower on the left side?
On the left side?
Yes.
Yeah.
If
Lighthouse.
we let, assumingly, the building fall to the side, is it going to hit 3 boats?
It hits 2 max probably.
It would probably take out 2 boats, yes. It would leave just the 2 on the right.
I don't want to be that guy, but I will be that guy. How tall is your lighthouse?
It's like a medium-sized lighthouse. It's not that large. If
So I was gonna
something
say-
went off,
So I was going to say a normal lighthouse is at least 30 to 40 feet tall.
it's like maybe 25 feet.
Okay.
This is
Then
a
yeah,
smaller
that'd
dock.
That'd probably hit 2 boats, and yeah, okay. You get where I'm going with this.
Yeah. We also could ask that fisherman guy. They don't seem to be caring what he's up to. But
Yeah,
he also
that's what
doesn't
I
seem to have
wanted.
any stakes.
That's what I wanted to say. I wanted to go to the fisherman since we now see him. That was my very first thing I wanted to do.
Sorry. Well, Jerry did the first scout out.
And now Jack will go to the fisherman since he saw him.
You walk over to the fisherman.
Evening.
Evening.
So, any good? How was the catch tonight?
Got a couple of tentacle, nothing worth eating, at least. He
I
takes a
myself-
drag of his cigarette, blows out. Pretty cold out here.
Yeah, it's a pretty chilly night today. Incredible that those sailors over there can work it under these conditions.
They're
Especially
men of the
how-
sea.
Yeah,
Of course they can work under that. You ever been out to sea, boy?
not often. I tend to be someone who travels over land.
The hell do you make it in Hoenn, son?
Uh,
Half the fucking continent is waterlocked.
well, I haven't been to the islands yet. Not really.
That's fair.
How long
Hey.
have they been working on those docks anyway now? They seem to be hard at work for some time now.
For a couple of weeks.
Hmm.
Some stuff has changed up recently. Think they met a new employer? I don't really
Uh,
snoop into that business.
Oh, of course. Was the situation on those docks always this busy?
Particularly.
Hmm.
Like I said, 2 weeks back they got a new employer. Stuff shifted around a little bit. Nothing too crazy though. You make note of the fact that prep for the contest started about 2 weeks back.
Yeah, that's where I kind of wanted to remind myself on.
Yeah, it matches up with the time frame of that. You can
Well,
ask him more questions.
So have you heard about this contest? It's pretty big.
Yeah,
it's big,
yeah.
It's a big town here.
Captain's running it. Said they wanted to boost the economy.
I'm very much, well, since they got a new employer and it seems to be pretty busy here. It seems to work.
Typically, new employers wouldn't be hiding in the shadows. They make themselves known in town.
Also true. Seems to be a special deal for the contest. Maybe a big surprise. I don't know.
Who knows? Hey, what's your name now?
It's Hawker.
Talker?
Just Hawker.
What-
Like a
what-
salesman. Don't
Funny
worry,
name, sir.
I won't. Don't worry, I don't sell anything.
I wasn't asking anything, son. I was asking your name.
I appreciate that, Zero. I just want to let you know.
Yeah. Well, Jackson, to be exact. Jackson Hawker. Please.
Nice to meet you, Jackson. I fish these waters pretty regularly. People know me around town. Be
Oh.
safe out there.
Thank you, good sir. And with that, Jack will lift his head a little bit and then go back to the group.
Go ahead.
Very nice man, quite nice. He told me that apparently our salesman over there, Sailorman, have gotten a new employer about 2 weeks back, which curiously lines up with the start of the contest.
Did they say anything else on that? Have they been acting weird from usual?
Well, it seems like they are just doing their normal business. Just a new employer, and that it started 2 weeks ago.
Just looks
And
like
of
some people working, doing their jobs. What they're paid for, usually.
It seems that the traffic in this dock hasn't gotten an increase by that of that new employer, but he also said the new employer is working from the shadows, which is quite unusual, especially
Actually,
for the type
they
of contest.
specifically said that dock work picked up after this.
Oh yeah, it picked up. It got more. Sorry.
Listen, if you're gonna be a reporter, you gotta pay attention.
Yes.
Alright.
I
we
just
Do we
I
now?
just hadn't had time to put it down to notes. You know, it looks a little bit weird if you write
Write
down
it down.
notes in front of people that you kind of question,
That's
as
fair.
long as it's not a real interview.
Do we now know what exactly they are transporting?
No.
No, we do not. We only know that it's a toxic aerosol material of some sort. You don't know if it's anything that's meant to be used for work, if it's actually meant for terrorism. You don't know anything other than it is a toxic material.
I have my hand raised physically at my computer, and hindsight, realizing that you guys cannot see it, I feel like a dumbass now. I was gonna say
Yes.
baggy talk because I do that at actual tables. You know, one of you with ghost types could try and get the ghost to I don't know, maybe lift one of the
Mike jumps into the water.
manifest. I don't know, maybe something like that. You know, tell us what they actually have.
He swims down to the ship furthest away from the port.
Okay. Which one of these specifically?
He's gonna
The
go swim
furthest
right
one away.
there.
So this one over here.
Oh, there was
This
a
one over there.
circus.
Okay. Roll a stealth check to see if anyone sees anything under the water.
So Vaporeon, they blend into water.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
they-
basically
they-
This
invisible.
is a white Vaporeon.
That's
Yeah,
true.
they're seeing a white spot in the water.
But
It
they're
might
also
just-
busy. They're
Damn,
also
it's the cum
focused.
stain.
Roll with advantage.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's just
basically.
neutral roll or advantage, but yeah.
Also, there's stuff like sea foam.
Actually, yeah, with it being this close to shore, white water would not be a surprise if it was sea foam.
Waves.
There's probably no way they would actually see me down there.
Let's roll
I should-
stealth.
That's a 6. That's
That's the
doesn't get
highest
higher.
you can roll with stealth, baby.
so. Yeah,
Hmm.
doesn't get higher than 6.
Also, what are they going to do? Jump into the water?
Oh shit! Cum stain.
Actually, yes. What are they going to do? Because the Machi does not have ranged moves.
As far as they know, they would know that there's something moving down there, but not much beyond that.
Oh shit! Water Pokemon. Oh no! A fish in the water.
Oh no, a water Pokemon in the water. What is it going to do?
Pokemon do you know that are bright ass white?
Most ice Pokemons?
The downside of a Manta.
This is Mauville. I mean, fucking Slateport. There's no ice Pokemon near here.
The downside of a Wailord.
Right, we also found a poison dragon here, so who knows?
Well,
And if I
Actually,
stuck him
yeah.
for a fucking Whalmer or Whale Lord, I would make him stick his dick out to fucking mimic the fucking
We're
whale
not
dongs.
messing in this, okay?
So,
Actually, if you're wanting to know for a white Pokemon right here, the most accurate one would probably either be a Seal or a Goldie.
a dead Corsola.
And Goldies are here because we catch the shit ton of them.
Yes.
Well, time to Mike for his incredible stealth amount. He will Splinter Cell this shit.
Anywho, you make it there fun. What do you do from there?
I let out
Because that-
Honedge, invisible. Just let it face through the boat into the storage area.
Oh no, the sword is now invisible.
Golf,
And
roll
invisible.
perception, please.
It's an
From me or from Honedge?
For you.
yeah, that's pretty good.
There are self-scoped cameras outside and inside of the boat that you can see.
That's a wooden boat!
Use your imagination.
That
It's a wooden camera!
it's a boat with cameras mounted onto it. You can fucking screw metal into wood, you dumb.
Yes,
What?
Come on now.
Why else?
We'll get together.
Anyway, he's invisible, so he doesn't care about cameras.
If it's a self-scope camera,
cameras that would pick him up.
a
And in case
ghost, you dumb fuck.
It's an invisible ghost.
That doesn't. I don't that cares. The Silphswap doesn't really care for invisible ghosts.
That's what the self-scope is designed to do, though.
Yeah.
that's specifically what it's made for.
To see ghosts, if they're invisible or not. If
To
they're
identify
unidentified or-
ghosts. It
Yes,
reveals the
You're
true
identified if you go in range of those cameras.
It identifies otherwise unidentifiable ghosts, not invisible ghosts.
I think it.
You know, it is specifically a camera made to pick up sneaky ghost types.
Because everybody expects this sneaky ghost guy in his
If
backyard.
you Pokemon World and you were trying to be sneaky about something and not have people come investigate your shit, you would have anti-ghost shit.
Yes.
Me can
I mean,
still.
I
can
think
Because otherwise, stealth would be so simple for most situations.
I know.
Yeah. Every evil team ever would use ghost type Pokemon to phase in and out of walls and shit like
Okay.
that. That's not the
The
case.
item this
Dies right now.
Hey, you're
Shut up.
Oh, okay.
A scope that makes unseeable Pokemon visible. It is made by Silphco. That's from Fire Red Leaf Green. Or from Emerald. Silphco scopes make unseeable Pokemon visible.
Okay, fine.
Pokemon
It still
Let's Go
can.
Pikachu Eevee, a scope that lets you see what cannot usually be seen.
It still can just face to the floor, fly forward, and get back into the ship where it needs to be, outside of the camera.
So, you know, we're running out time.
Protected, though.
What do you want me to do now? Destroy the camera?
You have a lot of options.
The Pokemon.
You all talked about the lighthouse situation. There isn't any on the docks itself, so if you had someone who could go in there, you could listen in on conversations. There's a lot of things you could do.
How would I hear them
You
from a
just can't skip
lighthouse?
straight through inside the ship.
I mean, I could sink the ship.
Yes,
That probably
then
would.
everyone would be wondering what the fuck's
Yeah,
going
but
on.
then it would probably damage the cargo, which would let out the aerosol, and then
And?
they all die.
Can I physics real quick?
Yes.
Most containers, once they are put in water at this point, the pressure is going to neutralize the rate that they're going to be coming out, and you're not going to be able to open a gas canister. That's why oxygen canisters for diving are specifically designed the way they are. Just putting that out there. So I don't think it would actually trigger the gas canisters. Just based purely upon scientific principle. But
I will trust that.
I mean, it's designed to work between 1 and 0 atmosphere. Well, usually -1 to 1, just because of elevation differences. And we're at a shallow because we're at a dock. So it's going to be mostly around 0 point, -point whatever, really small, but yeah. Anyways, cheers.
You know, you have multiple options. You can swim back to shore to inform everyone what's up and formulate a plan. You can do something stupid and try to blow up the boat from there, and then only get one boat, and then everyone's trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. There's a lot of things you can do.
So you say I can do stupid things.
You can. And you can totally fail this operation.
What's the point of it again?
To
To
figure
fig-
out what's going on at the docks and what might or might not sabotage the contest.
So basically the only real thing we can do is find out what exactly they are smuggling.
And may or maybe not stop it.
And maybe destroy it before it causes problems. Then you just have to win the contest, baby.
Blowing up the warehouse and all the gases being stored in is a very valid option. And just so happens we have a fuckload of explosives.
I mean, if
Curse
suddenly
of denial be-
both of them would sink, they can't get rid of all the evidence that's in there in the storage area.
The Pineco, with its explosive power, is more than enough to topple that one lighthouse.
I mean, Onyx himself probably could topple the lighthouse.
Yeah, but Onyx is a little bit suspicious.
Yeah, a giant grenade too.
types that can just touch it and it dies. So here's Jerry's plan. Okay, so
Oh, no.
we can topple that lighthouse with the pine cone. Since obviously Mike can actually move back and forth through the water, he can actually set up the grenade explosives on the other docks and take out the rest of the boats. And then slip back while everything's in confusion and chaos. All their
Sometimes-
materials are sunk, and we still have 2 more grenades to deal with the warehouse.
Sometimes you're shockingly smart, Jerry.
I'm not incompetent. I'm just lazy.
No, I'll take that. That's on me.
How are you
I
going
was
to
just like-
contact Mike about your plan?
I was
Dang.
assuming Mike was back with the rest of us relaying this information, because otherwise we wouldn't have known any of it.
Mike,
Mike is still
are
out
you
there.
back in relaying this situation?
I will come back to the show and just talk with you again. But I'm staying in the
Okay.
water. I'm not crawling up that wall.
Okay.
Well,
let's look
if-
behind you.
Well, we
So
don't.
Pop
I
up,
don't
he
think we need
explains all of this.
Mike.
We're back. We're at the current setting. No metagaming has happened. We're neutral.
Mhm.
I don't think we don't even need Mike. I think Spiritum could set up the explosives at least.
One for each of those tiny ass boats should be enough. And we should have 2 more remaining for the warehouse. And I could have Rotom disrupt their communication so it's extra chaos and they can't even communicate effectively.
So, putting this out there, we go and we destroy the lighthouse to take out the first 2 boats. We then have 2 grenades get teleported magically into the holes of the ships. And then while this is going on, because I'm going to be honest with you, Jerry, you don't have really a good ghost type for this. Rotom's not really good for teleporting things. A Spiritomb and a Hone Edge or Mischievous or anything like that would be a better choice, ghost-wise.
Oh.
So then,
That's why I'm going to deal with their communications. Because if they can't communicate directly
No,
with the other dock.
that's what I'm agreeing with. That's
Yeah.
what I'm agreeing with. So basically, we destroy the lighthouse, blow the lighthouse, then send the 2 for the other 2 ships. That gives us 3 grenades left to take out the warehouse, because if this gas is being used for an attack or something, they're going to pump it through air vents or whatever, you need to blow up the whole warehouse. Currently, now here's the thing. If we do blow this up, we are going to be fleeing the scene.
Yeah, it's okay. My body Skrell knows smoke screen. We can gotta get away.
Okay.
Jerry points
There we
out
go.
at an alley, a small alley over here. See where there is an alley coming from here that you could flee down from the warehouse.
Okay. So what we can do is we'll send out. I'll go fish at the dock near the warehouse. Not the
Mhm.
warehouse, the lighthouse. I'm sorry, I misspoke. And then I'll send out Pineco to blow up the lighthouse. Lighthouse will take out the 2 ships. When this happens, Mike will have Hone Edge use a grenade and blow up this ship. And then after that ship blows, like right after, Spiritomb will set off a grenade for this one. And then we'll all recall our Pokemon, run away, and then escape down the alleyway, which will be blocked by smoke screen, while Jerry is scrambling the cameras using Porygon and Rhoda. Does this sound like an agreeable plan?
Sounds like a plan.
Sure.
Why not
I
just
just
let...
hope this all goes well.
I can just pull a punch a hole through the ship. I don't need a grenade for that.
Yes, but let's say, just
Stick to the plan.
Just a wild idea. They checked the explosives. Where are these explosives coming from? A crazy, random man who was caught leaving a blood trail and escaping from the marketplace. They have a suspect. They have a motive because he's crazy and mentally unstable. Who's gonna take the fall? Not us.
So maybe don't use your little paws to punch a hole where you'll leave a little paw print or something.
Oh, how
Maggie
about
claps her hands. So, I was already here earlier today. My DNA over this place with hidden cameras, not gonna be a big deal. If we erase enough footage, we'll be fine. Matter is making sure everything looks plausibly deniable. Not leaving any bodies. So, if this is agreeable, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the lighthouse.
Jerry already gets in position at this point because he knows it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
I go
Jack
ahead and
does the same.
I send out Polywhirl and I go ahead and give a grenade to Jack and one to Mike.
Would Scrub survive on land? Because I would set up Scrub already.
You could just hold them in your hands and squirt them like a little squirt gun for the smoke screen.
No, that's animal abuse. Jack doesn't do that.
Have you seen the Laser Cats Saturday Night Live skit? I know the answer is no because you're German, but
Yes.
I would think like he's just holding it like a fucking laser cat. Like that's what I'm thinking. Anyways,
Plus, you can
Maggie-
use it on land.
Alright then, Jack will call out Scrub and set it and let it set up on the exit door.
Don't have a
Max,
sprite ready for Sprout, goddammit.
Oh, fucking
Mag-
Scrub.
Just use your horsey sprite. You know you have one, or you
Where?
should. Dude, you caught a horsey earlier in this campaign.
it?
That is correct.
I am digging.
You caught a horsey and you evolved it into a Seadra, and you talked about stealing one of Django's scales to use as a dragon scale to evolve it.
I'm not gonna worry about it.
Anyways, I'm not surprised that I remember that more than you, but Maggie wants to go over here and get into her position now that everybody has her grenades and her calls Polywhirl. And Maggie just wants to look casual. She wants to just look like she's
Blend in.
fishing. She wants to look like she's fishing like that guy right there.
Well, it is now go time.
Maggie has caught a Pokemon.
Damn it.
Hold up. Domestic terrorism needs to wait. We need to catch a Pokemon.
We need to catch.
It's Mike.
Oh!
He pulls up Mike.
Oh!
You catch a very rare white Vaporeon.
Mike couldn't resist the bait.
So, hypothetically, what are the odds of getting 6 in a row?
It's a 30. What is 36 times 6? It's like a 1 in 300-ish chance.
I'm gonna say that's a shiny.
1 in 216. Okay,
I
I'll
think
take it.
it's a shiny just because of the odds that requires.
I'll take it.
I don't have anything that I can get that quickly. However, it is a shiny Squirtle.
I already rolled a 31, which throwing the lure ball, that's a minus 20. I'm gonna catch.
Flabbergasted because you have a shiny turtle in your arms.
Woo! Let's go, boys!
Just trying to look casual. Trying
Most
not
ca-
to get attention.
Most casual fisherman. Everyone will look now. What? Damn, that's a shiny turtle.
Damn, they're good fishermen.
I just hold up the turtle. Hey, it's different.
Everyone's giving you a thumbs up and clapping. This counts as a distraction, by the way. Get moving.
I sit down the fucking pine cone and start the player.
How do you
Yeah.
send out the pine cone when everyone is looking at you?
Don't ask questions.
By rolling a small stealth check, actually.
Please
See if
no.
you can
I
slip it
only
out
have a
behind you.
2d6.
If you roll above a 2 on both, I will move.
Actually, an 8 on a 2d6 is really good.
Yeah, but
You
one of
rolled
those-
above a 2 on both, so you were able to slip Pineco out. Get over here.
Alrighty.
Whew. I'm excited. That is my first shiny.
It was above the odds of 100, so I will allow it. Anyhow, it's gonna be a roll for you guys. Now to what to make you roll to actually slip these in.
I mean, so if Pineco is destroying the tower first, that should
That's
give
gonna
them
be a roll to hit properly.
I don't actually know explosions roll to hit.
Critical-
the
Critical failure. The
a
tower,
DC
the lighthouse now
2.
falls onto Maggie. Oops.
Would happen actually, or it'd fall back on Pineco.
I have a question.
Yes.
Pineco, a Pokemon that is notorious for exploding in a very stressful situation. It's going to explode, correct? If it is a stressed Pokemon that tends to explode when stressed, it will explode.
Uh-huh.
Do we even need to roll for that?
I think we're.
I will
rolling
take it.
to-
So
Death.
I think, I'm just saying, Pineco likes to explode.
I also like to see dice roll.
Motherfucker. It only has to hit a 2. Oh, baby!
Holy shit, boys on a roll today.
Woo!
That's a net 20.
Pineco
Maggie now
Goes
screams,
off
"Ouch,
like-
Pine."
goes off like a mini nuke.
Atta
Let me
baby.
let me get the free hand.
Maggie fucking.
It
screams, "Yeah,
launches-
Michael, you
It
idiot."
launches the lighthouse at an angle, flopping onto the first 2 boats, and then the end flips over to hit the second boat, saving you an explosive.
Attaboy. That's my Pineco. I recall it as I catch the Squirtle and I recall the Pineco at the same time. So there's just a big red flash of light coming from Maggie. You don't know what's going on while smoke and everything goes. She scurries up to the escape route.
Now, Chaos. These 2 guys who are still in the dock and these guys over here are panicking. Who had the
Well-
last boat?
Jack. Jack will now, or has out Spiritu. Oh boy, 108 souls doing domestic terrorism.
Right? Roll a luck check for me, just to make sure that he is able to get in and get out.
Please no.
Hold up. I used the advanced
Maggie's
dice roller.
just gonna leave y'all for dead at this point.
She's just running.
Maggie at this point is fucking.
Oh boy.
booking it.
It's not below the 20, so I'll say it checked. This boat also goes off, nails go flying and hit both these Machamps, sending them over.
Oh, thank God we didn't kill beautiful Machamp.
Got an arrow to the knee.
He used to be a dock worker until he took an arrow to me. Truly
I
a
assume
shame.
Spirit 2 finds massive enjoyment in this.
Yes.
Of course. Well, Jack will now get a run on.
Right. See.
After obviously returning Azathoth to its ball.
It's going to be. I'm gonna say combat for Jerry for this situation.
What are
He
you
is able to
rolling?
scramble most of the communications. The ones on the end are still calling out for someone, so you gotta get moving now.
You could have Lancey use a tech ed. Let me help you to
This is true.
scramble tech, because that's kind of what her job is right now, is to disrupt her and lookout.
She also rolls like shit.
A
But
17
it's
out of
enough.
30 a 17
it's
out of
enough to
30.
cover, but there's still one guy who was able to get a hold of someone. It is now time to get in that alley ASAP.
Yeah,
guy?
could you please move?
What guy? I'm to just fucking murder this bitch.
Oh no, there are
Also,
still other people who are scrambling looking out. They're not dead.
Damn.
They just can't get a hold of anyone, but someone called out that there was an explosion at the docks. You need to get moving.
The fisherman saw everything.
The fisherman doesn't care.
He
He's
just
phased.
saw you get a shiny turtle and then all of a sudden fireworks. He's confused.
Okay, then we will roll for Scrub and his funny smoke screen.
Roll for it.
I don't, because smoke screen just happens.
Alright, y'all are covered.
It has no AC and it has no damage base. Smoke
Let's
screen
go.
just happens.
Good.
Maggie
No.
recalls all of her Pokemon, just starts fucking sprinting.
As you make your way down the alley, you notice something.
Oh, wonderful. That's probably from the dead birds.
I've already killed at least 2 bitches tonight. I'm ready to murk another. Let's go, boys.
Someone is running away just ahead of you.
Jerry, have you seen anyone entering this alleyway?
No, they slipped completely undetected.
Huh. But there's blood on the ground.
Yeah, let's track that down, because whoever was at the entrance of that alleyway spying on us would have seen everything. That's a
Okay.
problem.
I'm going to smell the blood to see if I can track it down.
Roll survival.
Roll.
It's a
Could
perception check.
Can I use a non-combat Pokemon?
Like, how?
Who has a 21 speed Pokemon with Tracker?
I also have tracker, that's why I want to smell it.
Let him roll.
Okay,
I
'cause was
just-
gonna
I
say,
just have
worst
Tracker,
case
but I don't-
scenario- Worst case scenario, my Netric can do it.
Or
Area
Absol
has
can do it.
tracker, but Area has tracker, but she only has 17 in speed.
I'm also going to just check if I remember the smell of the blood, maybe.
Go ahead and roll. You roll like shit.
It still
Maggie?
hits.
Okay.
I would
So,
say
Tracker-
blood is a personal personal belonging.
Tracker does not actually require any rolls.
Yes, it does.
I think it requires it to make sure that if they're trying to find something it's a perception of 14 or better to allow the Pokemon to follow that. Okay.
Yeah. And if I have something to smell, it's an 8.
Yep, that is correct. I was looking at it right now. I have a perception of 5d6 plus 1. So roll 5d6 plus 1. 18. Zeus is a very good boy. And a very fast.
Chases down the end of the hallway after you track down the source. And
Well-
you hear him snag something at the end.
Time to run.
I also want to put this out there. He has sprint and electro dash. He will always be faster than anything because he gets a +2 combat stage on his speed. And his overland speed is +2. He is incredibly fast. I have a Pokemon literally just for Bloodhound.
He brings back this woman by the leg who is bleeding from part of the shrapnel that shot out.
Hold up, that's a fucking Ruby character.
And?
I dig
I
her
just
fucking
say.
vibe though. Might be the exposed tits, but I dig her fucking vibe.
I may have reused some sprites and didn't know it was a Ruby character, but it's now another character. Forget it. Forget Ruby. Ruby doesn't exist.
I've never fucking seen the show in the first place, so I don't know.
Good, it's pretty trash.
I heard the first couple seasons when Monty was still alive were good, but anything after he died was trash. But
That's neither here or there. Time to question a woman that's bleeding out.
Let
She's
me
got a
roll
nail sticking through her leg.
Let me roll medical to see how she's holding up.
Go ahead. She is just cursing like a sailor right now because she got a dog on one leg and a nail in the other. She'll live if the dog will let her go.
the dog, how long does the dog get to let her go?
Like, until you start causing some real damage to the other leg?
Okay, so what you're saying is as long as we don't destroy both legs, we're fine.
Yeah, she's bleeding a little bit. You may want to just kind of de-escalate the situation because she's pissed off and swearing.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut her off at the entrance, like walk around her.
Okay, you are now positioned behind her.
Yeah.
You may now speak.
So basically what I'm getting at is Jack's at one leg, Mike's at the other, Maggie's at the head, and Jerry is probably behind Mike and
Jerry's in position.
yeah. So basically she's cornered is what I'm getting at.
Mhm.
I go ahead and recall Zeus, who's no longer biting her leg, and I ready my baseball bat. So what do we got here? Little snitch who thought she could run.
I was jogging, thank you very much, and then I saw a bunch of weird people over by the docks.
Hey. Don't bullshit a bullshitter. What the fuck are you on?
Maybe we should antagonize her immediately.
I said I was jogging.
In your underwear.
She's in jogging, and she's in exercise clothes.
I can't. Maggie can't judge because she goes out running in similar clothes, except slightly skimpier. So like, Maggie's not judging.
I would like to roll intuition.
Go ahead.
But oh, sorry. Go ahead and roll.
Tell she's telling the truth about the jogging part, but there's more to it than that.
So, if
Well-
you were jogging, why were you close enough to get shrapnel in your leg?
Well, have you seen how fucking... How would you react if there was a bunch of shady people hiding in the alleyway of a dock just before a giant explosion?
Chase them down
Hypothetically
because
speaking.
they're the ones that caused it, and right now I think you're the one that caused a fucking terrorist attack.
Also, our friend Jerry here hasn't seen you go into this alleyway, so you had to
Maybe
be
that's
in it.
because of this. She pulls out a badge. I'm an undercover cop. Been looking for these dogs for a while. I was actually jogging through here to see what was going on, only to see a big explosion and all the boats going down, along with the evidence with it. Now, are
How
you going to
funny.
change your tune, please?
Well, it seems like we are having the same goal, or at least had the same goal.
What do you mean?
We were also here to investigate the goings on regarding or in what's the word I'm searching? In connection to the contest.
No one said anything about a contest. What are you talking about?
Hey Bean, can she roll a guile check? I want to try and beat her to see if she's lying to me. I guess is what I'm getting at.
She's not lying. She's been completely honest, aside from just pulling out the badge just now.
Okay. Because
Well,
I think you understand where I was going. Is I was gonna see if she was actually lying or not. Then
Oh, the badge is authentic.
well, you could
Oh.
call us a group of freelancers who were hired to look that the contest goes on swimmingly.
You mean vigilantes? She narrows her eyes a bit.
No, there's a
Close, but
difference.
no cigar.
We were told that there was somebody planning on attacking the concert. Not the concert.
We were
the
actually
contest.
hired by the contest's benefactor.
Don't. At. We were told that there was a legitimate threat to the contest. We were told this is where we could find it. This then brings us to where we are now.
Well, tell me this. Did you or did you not blow up and cause all that property damage?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What
Fair
property damage?
enough.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Was standing right next to an exploding fucking lighthouse.
We don't talk to grumpigs, okay?
What explosion?
Listen, I'm just trying to do my job here, and then I have a bunch of weird people who are clearly doing the same work I'm doing, except they don't have a badge attached. So now I'm a little confused. Someone mentioned a benefactor. What's
have a
going on
press-
here?
I have a press badge. Does that count?
Are you going to show your identification to the cop lady?
No.
Bean,
Can someone shove a rag in his mouth?
Bean, do I have
He's about to
something?
kill this fucking lady. I don't think you understand. If it wasn't for me taking a piss, she would have been marked already.
I still apologize. I'm already in on murdering her. But Bean, do I have something to knock her out in my medical supplies?
To knock her out, but
yes.
you could.
Yes.
It-
Can I drug the police lady?
Actually, I got ooh. So I only called back Manetric. I did not recall him.
Okay.
He has Thunderwave.
Are you gonna kidnap the cop?
Oh no, this is not going to. Oh no.
I'm just saying it is an option if we want to go that route as the party.
I'm sure we can
You're
clear this all out by a nice
suspicious, and
cup of.
she's got at least an eyewitness on you. It could point you out in a crowd.
I am sure we can talk about all of this by a nice cup of coffee.
I believe we just struck her.
Here's that.
I'm mostly on the point. Hey, Mike, honey, can you like channel into me real quick? I know I don't ask you to do this often, but like you and me, bud.
Okay, I chatted into her and asking her mind, okay, what do you want?
Okay, so first of all, Mike, honey, we could just like, just kill her, not kill her, paralyze her, and just like throw her back into the ocean. At this point, there's nothing to, show that it wasn't her getting too close after hours. Now, on the other hand, we could stun her and ask questions. That's an option. Or we could keep things peaceful and ask questions.
Well, if we stun her and throw her into the ocean, there are still people there. There's the chance that somebody sees us.
It's a lot harder for a civilian to make a case than an officer to make a case.
That's also true. But if you just stun her to question her, she's going to remember us.
I know, that's the other thing. It's how convincing do we think we can be if we stun her? So at one point, we're pissing her the fuck off at that point.
And just
But-
trying to be peaceful could lead to our nice
Yeah.
reporter to spill out too much stuff.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
anyway, what I'm getting at is this is some of the things that I see. Go ahead and like hijack into like Jerry and Jack and let them know. That's what I'm thinking right now. Like
I
keep it
just-
on the DM.
I just channel into the other two to make a giant group call.
Oh,
I'm
Fucking
nice.
psychic Zoom call.
Yes, I'm trying to basically telepathically commune to like not let her off, and we're just standing there menacingly as she's questioning what the fuck is going on.
She's looking around.
Like
Oh,
that is what
boy.
I'm getting at.
Mike?
I see you are now in my brain. I always wanted
yes.
to-
Hey, I'm
How-
in your brain
how
too.
fun,
Fuck
Mike.
God. How fucked is this?
Mike willingly channels into Jack's mind. How fun. What will he find there?
Well, it's mostly to
hey.
feel your emotions and your mind. And I think I can see the memories around 1 hour back. So I'm not going to see a lot of stupid shit you done. Except you
So
did anything stupid an hour ago.
Jerry is like, okay, I'm assuming we're trying to talk out what we're going to do here without tipping her off.
Yes, that's
Man.
exactly what we're doing right now.
Well, I just wanted to share this funny
I'm just
meme.
going to point out on my end that I do have connections to the Rangers, who are a segment of the law enforcement in Hoenn. If
What-
push comes to shove, I can have things shoved under the rug if need be.
And
We may
I'm
be doing
generally-
illegal work, but it's work that's needed at the end of the day.
So, I know I've been talking a lot of talk, which I always do, but this is one of the rare cases where I think we come clean. And Jack, that means not you come clean because you tell way too much. But
I'm
we
just a very honest guy.
and that's a wonderful thing for your line of work, but for our line of work, not so much. Maybe we just tell them what we are doing, not what we are doing, but what we know about the situation, and maybe do things like that, because in a court of law, us telling her what we know as her being an off-duty cop counts as hearsay.
This is true.
So we can
If
get
you would
away with
like
a
me
lot-
to, I can actually talk her down and I can show her my past identification.
Holy shit,
Do
I'm
you
so
wanna do
fucking
that?
stupid. I didn't take any photos. Actual journalism, L.
And because he's thinking this in his mind, like all of us are hearing
Camera
it.
on the bed,
Like-
even though I showed you left it there with the spirit tube,
Holy
you didn't
shit,
Mm.
dude, come on now. That's your one
That-
job.
Then
Okay.
again, I don't think that from even with a zoom lens, I could have seen anything, especially at that dim light.
Makes pictures as Maggie
Jesus.
blows up the lighthouse. Just to be
So-
safe.
Now, what did you say to Jerry, Maggie?
I think de-escalation is the proper choice here, but I think we also need to explain fully what was going on and clearly explain it while not giving away too much information.
I assume I have some form
So-
of painkillers in the syringe.
Here's how this goes. I'm going to flash my ranger badge and explain the situation, and that we are technically on an undercover mission, and explain what the operation was and what we found. From there, if she pushes the issue, we paralyze her, tie her up, and bring her back to the boat until we can get things sorted out with my friends.
And break her back.
Jerry, I have another idea. I probably have something to Linda the pain she has right now. Getting her to a non-normal status. So we can persuade her easier.
You don't really want to fucking sedate her.
No, hey Jack, do you still got that weed on you?
Yes.
Oh, this could be fun.
To be honest, I haven't cleared my back out since the entire time. I even have that Civ scope with me, and
it's okay. You're a pack rat. That's fine. It could be
theoretically
worse.
he even has his camera with him. He really never takes it off in his bag.
I
He's
mean,
just
if we need,
he was
I
just
want
very
you all to
limited.
roll perception since this is taking a while.
we could plant drugs on her. Just saying. That's all I'm getting at. Everybody,
66, baby.
0, she is about to let out a Pokemon from behind her back. I'd say y'all move quickly now.
Maggie just go. Oh well, if you tell Maggie, she's gonna just pin the fucking arm with her baseball bat, like fucking hand and barbed wire and bat
No.
straight to her fucking hand.
Let's let Jerry give it a shot.
I'm just saying that is what I will do if given the choice.
Jack will
Alright.
just let out Spiritomb and let Spiritomb use hypnosis. Fuck it.
First off, Jerry flashes his ranger badge. Listen, man. I know we got off on the wrong foot, and I know it seems weird we're sitting around. Don't worry about it. We're having a discussion on how to approach this. I am a former ranger. I have clearly very high rank, as you can see by the badge. We were doing an undercover operation. We actually did indeed set off explosions. However, it was for a very specific reason. It seemed that they were actually working in some chemicals that were aerosol based that would have been used on the contest hall for the event. We don't know what it would have done, but we figured that prevention is the best sort of medicine.
Why did you told you we blow up a fucking lighthouse?
Because rangers often have to get their hands dirty, and she would understand that. Now shut up, Mike.
I don't understand blowing up city buildings.
Shut up,
Hey,
Mike.
He said, "Shut the fuck up, cat."
That said, clearly this was an emergency situation and called for emergency action. If you would come back to us with our vehicle, we could explain further, and I could show further proof of our, say it, relations. Just saying, we do have a lot of connections in the city with the officials, and they did ask us to do this, despite whatever collateral damage may have happened. She looks up. She sees the badge. She recognizes that everything does look in order, but she's still hesitant. I understand sometimes these things happen. However, I still cannot fully trust this. I need to go back to actually confirm this with my superiors. Is that okay? this is your chance to do anything else. If you want to go ahead and paralyze her and take her to the boat, do it that way.
Look, I'm gonna just level with you, complete honesty. Your superiors aren't gonna know anything about this because your superiors weren't the ones who ordered this. They have no involvement with any of this that was brought on because, quite frankly, the party that thought that something fishy was going on did not know who to trust. That's why we were called in. We are the outside source that solves these problems.
The third party, as one might
We
say.
are a neutral third party that is doing a job. We have scoped this area out for the past couple of days. We figured what was going on, and we've talked with a handful of the judges, and we've cleared witnesses and suspects. We've done the due diligence that is needed to be done. This is a last resort measure that was taken because, short of killing Pokemon and people, a boat can sink. That is fine. Killing the people and Pokemon is not fine. We sunk boats and destroyed and allegedly destroyed a lighthouse. You think this explosion was caused by us, but the threat has been neutralized and they will not be able to recover this. This whole area is going to be quarantined off by your police force for the next couple of days. By that time, the contest will be over and the threat will not be able to be acted upon. The job will have been completed.
What me to do here? I can tell you're not going to let me walk away easily.
No. So how easy do you want to make it on yourself?
I'll come along, but if there's any funny business and anyone finds out, there'll be hell to pay.
Well, whose threat do you think means more? The Rangers or Slateport PD?
Just take me along, please. You have the option to incapacitate her, so she doesn't know exactly where you are headquartered.
I mean, she will probably figure out that's on a boat since the boat is boat.
There's a lot of boats.
We're the boat town.
I mean, it's still a boat.
Yeah, but there are a lot of boats.
Yeah, but which boat?
In the end, she just needs to check the arrival dates of all the boats and then, you know.
There's a lot of boats coming in at all times.
Okay,
That's also
with
true.
your consent, we're going to do something. We're going to knock you out. That way you will not know our
Just
base.
fucking do it already. I'm bleeding out, and I'm sure you have someone who knows something about medical.
Yes, we do. Okay, my Netric uses Thunder Wave. We knock her the fuck out.
Should we not use Spiritomb with hypnosis?
She's
Because
just teasing on the floor now. She's
Okay,
out.
hypnosis is used. Mike bandages her up, and then we carry her Weekend at Bernie's style back to the boat.
because I'm sure that tasing her subconscious, unconscious, and just making her sleep is a little bit better for the body.
You'd be surprised. Tasing somebody unconscious is kind of fun.
Wow.
Congratulations, you have solved. You've completed the mission unscathed.
I'm not trying to be pro taser sex, but I have been tased before, and it's not as bad as you'd think.
Doctor would taste his balls and moan.
I'm pretty
Second
sure I've
one.
mentioned this before, but me and my buddies used to tase ourselves for fun.
Give me a
Oh.
second. I apparently didn't add the one room we haven't seen today, which is where she's going to be thrown into.
The
Is it
bondage
just
dungeon.
a fucking? Is it a fucking storage room?
No.
Lancy
Oh.
got her own bondage room down there.
Yes, we have our own personal bondage room that no one has seen yet.
Yo,
so cool,
It's-
guys.
so
It's
wicked
inside the
switch of
walls.
The bondage room is Sudor's room.
Oh no.
Aw. Shame. I was gonna say the Wicked Switch of the West is fucking excited for this. But
Welcome to your room for the foreseeable future.
She's unconscious, by the way.
Just tuck her in like next to the shinies.
I'll
I
take
assume
care of her.
I assume Jack is carrying her, or who is carrying her?
Mike probably
Jerry at this
isn't.
point.
probably Ricky, actually. I mean,
She
why
just
would
gets laid next to their plate of cookies by the bed.
He's the food now.
I hope the Totodile doesn't eat her.
Bites her leg. Also, yes, the fish tank has been updated.
it would probably actually be Ricky, the Machop, carrying her, only because he is stronger than every person combined.
This is fair. Anywho, that would be today's session.
We have
We have committed domestic terrorism
we
and
have
got away
And-
with it.
we have
Kind
patched
of.
up correctly. Correct.
Huh?
She's been patched up. Correct. She's not. Gonna
Yeah, she's bandaged up. She's just unconscious and on
No,
Sudor's
she's
bed now.
currently bleeding out on the
Mattress, Totodile is looking at her like a snack.
We have done nothing about the situation. Actually, we made the situation worse.
We kidnapped a
notice
cop and
Among her
blew up.
possessions is her badge, a gun, and her Hitmonlee.
There's a nice blood trail now leading to our boat. All cool. Absolutely casual. I don't even think our boat is registered since we just landed on the shore of the
our
beach.
boat is not. I don't think our boat is registered at all. If it would be, it's registered to Devon Corp, not us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not registered in the port. We just put it on the shore of the
Oh.
beach. We have never
Yes.
entered the port with this ship.
Yes, correct.
So they can't find out where they are.
And I mean, if you think about it, the sand's gonna, a lot of the blood's gonna wash away when the tide comes in too.
That said, what did everyone think of today's session?
It was quite something.
Can I get her like a picture of like a glass of water and like a pitcher of water, so that way when she wakes up,
She
You
has
can, like,
cookies and a fish
hydrate.
tank she can eat and drink out of there.
no. You know how when you give blood and you get like incredibly
cookie and a fish tank?
Of course, I will add that to the room in the next update.
Can we add Carpy to cuddle her?
Huh?
We need Carpy to cuddle her.
He wouldn't fit in this room.
We need the big flopper.
I will work on the updates to the room next time and think about it from there. That said, this was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to do a lot of things with this.
To be honest, I completely forgot of the camera, even if I had it taken with me, because I'm kind of
I
under the
literally left
exception-
it on the bed because I figured
Yeah,
you would grab it.
Yeah, but I'm kind of under the expression, as long as it's in my inventory, it's always on my person.
The thing is though, with the chronicler abilities, you have to call out that you are taking photos of that to be able to get the future benefits of it though.
Exactly.
That's the issue.
Also,
I realized that next week Sudor's just gonna come back to the fucking boat and find a woman in his bed.
Honestly, that's why I was considering moving it to Maggie's bed, because Maggie's fine with sleeping on a couch or on the floor.
We
I
could
mean,
just put
Jack
it in.
sleeps. Jack sleeps basically everywhere he can, if the
But-
choice.
To be fair, Sudor never uses his room.
His bed is too small for him anyway.
So, I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but Jack or Maggie's bed would probably be a better bed because
Mike's
Maggie
bed.
will.
Because Mike can
Actually, yeah,
just
Mike-
sleep everywhere.
Because Mike can't even sleep in his bed. He
I
can
can't
Jack
sleep in
slept-
my bed.
Jack slept
No,
2
you can
days out on the ship, outside
Mike-
the ship, while
Mike
trying
can
to
in
fucking
theory
fish.
sleep in his Pokeballs. What I'm getting at.
Oh yeah, I can sleep in my Pokeball.
Anywho,
Yeah, put her in Mike's room instead.
But
You think a ghost wielding a knife wouldn't keep somebody in
women.
line?
Anywho,
don't test me.
I'm glad you guys had fun with this session. It was fun to edit for.
The
I'm
dust skull
glad I
knows
have
how to
more
use the knife.
weapons. I still have 2 grenades.
I'm still under the expression that taking a photo would also be not really possible under this
Yeah,
fucking.
of the unconscious woman, please.
What? Oh God, no! Please, no!
No.
Don't take photos of the unconscious woman.
No, I mean under the situation in the at the
Damn it.
docks, it would have been impossible to actually take pictures because there were a lot of people. We were quite far away from this. I would have had to get a my zoom objective, and yeah, I would have needed to use a flash because it was relatively dark.
Depending on the
And,
stealth roll, you could probably have pulled that off, though.
Honestly,
maybe.
taking a photo while the explosion's going off, that give you enough light.
Yeah, but it was also a very stressful situation. I did domestic terrorism for the first time. I still don't feel good about it.
Ah, you'll be fine. We've done it multiple
It's
times.
funnier when you try to tell the police everything.
Yeah, we just killed some people.
Oh, let me tell you about our boss, the politicians.
I trust, unlike you, I trust the police a little bit at least.
We killed them already.
Besides, I'm very much.
Jack,
Besides,
honey,
I'm very much sure if I would have actually taken pictures, given my luck, something would have happened anyway.
But
Either the video and the picture would have been corrupted, or I would have left the blinds on. Something always happens with me and pictures.
we
Anywho,
don't trust Grum pigs. That is all.
Let's see. Is there anything that you guys would like to see in future sessions?
Encounters that are not fishing.
Y'all could have walked
Actually,
north at any time.
Go fuck yourself. Maggie finally got a shiny, and Royal is not here for it, which is kind of sad and funny because
Could
he
have said
actually
you searched
played-
for Pokemon instead of fishing. You could have walked just north of town and I would have pulled up a map. You didn't have to fish.
I mean, but people think fishing is the most.
Fishing is most entertaining. So much so that y'all forget to search for other ways to collect Pokemons.
Every
But
time I
fishing is-
tried to collect otherwise, you didn't let me, so...
Bean, if I collected Pokemon every way I
Even
knew how,
were
would
you
not be able
ass.
to handle me. I would
Once
catch
per
everything.
session, you can look for a Pokemon. This was established early on. Y'all just got addicted to fishing.
So you're saying it's 1+ fishing? Got it. I can get 2 a session.
I think it's either or.
Shut it. My hoarding shall continue. I still want that Metacham. I would do great with a Metacham. Maggie
least
and Metacham
Spiritomb was
yoga
happy.
buddies for life.
At least Spiritomb became.
Is there
happy.
anything else y'all would like to see?
I do have an actual question,
Yes.
and this is a slightly bad question. How exactly are we planning on doing the talent show? Are you going to make us perform, or are we just going to roll and say we perform?
You have the option to perform, but the roles will ultimately be what decides. If you want to balls to the wall, you can go balls to the wall.
Thank God I don't have to sing. Okay, got it.
You can just throw on some fucking music if you want to, depending on how well you roll,
Um,
and say that's you.
Also, do we have any gains from this session?
2 levels for Pokemon, 1 for trainer, as typical. And there will be 4 days in between here because talent show was a week out. We only went for 3 days.
How many for the Pokemon 2?
Yes.
Give me a minute. I'm typing it. Okay, there we go. I do have everybody's speeds updated, I believe, or at least their Pokemon roster updated in a message from 9/22, September 22nd.
Oh, damn, more inherited
If
moves.
you wanted to pin that instead of the current speed pin,
We got
because that is what I'm currently working off of for giving you speed value.
okay.
How do we get the get we all 1, 2, 3? Do we all get a new inherited moves on our Pokemon now?
Yes.
If
Since
you're
we
at the
passed level
level
30?
requirement, yeah.
Yes, you meet the
I mean,
level 30 requirement.
Oh wow. Cool.
Anywho, anything last minute before I go?
I'm going to copy the message link for you or for Zeno, so that way somebody can pin it. Oh, it's already been pinned. Never mind. Um, I'll delete that message then. But oh no, that wasn't the actual one. So I'm gonna paste the proper one again. The one I just posted is the actual feeds. Copy message link, I think. Paste.
Thing I want to know: are y'all having fun with these?
Yeah.
No, fuck you. I hate it all.
It was terrible.
Damn. At least he's honest.
What did you
Yes.
say?
It was terrible.
Oh man, I feel bad now.
We killed no people.
Uh,
We didn't
0
punch
out of
any.
10. I did not end up with a Machamp harem. 0 out of 10.
Listen, you could have tried.
If we stuck around long enough, I probably could have caught some dead sailors Pokemon.
You probably could have, but you didn't.
You gave me a
That's on you,
knife.
not on me. That's on you. That's not on me.
You gave me a knife and I couldn't stab somebody. I'm disappointed.
You could
I
have
got-
stabbed people. You had options.
I got
They just
multiple
weren't
knives
great
to
options.
stab
I've-
anybody.
He could have went off full Blade Wolf.
No, shit, fuck, whore. No, I mean, all things considered, given today's circumstances with the last minute pull out of Royal, it went well. The fact that we do have enough, I will say this is one of the benefits. We do have enough variety and skills in our roles that we can BS our way through a lot of things. It does help. And the fact that you're very forgiving, a lot more forgiving than I usually am. So there is that.
I kind of recognize at this point that there's no reason to try and balance combat because it's already completely broken. So I'm just going to make combat fun instead and give you options on how to break it more.
That is an idea. I agree with this.
I mean, because you weren't here for it, 0, to prove a point, Bean and I decided to break combat one day, and we created Explosion Aftermath Pineco's and Fortress, and that's where Lancey's Pineco comes from. And we damn near party wiped with that combat session. Literally, Zeno is the only one that survived.
With these.
That would have been no fun.
And that was pretty much the point where we realized if we want an actual challenge, it's going to have to be either sheer numbers or sheer damage. And that's not very fun for anybody.
Or
I
you
mean,
just take
that's on
trainer
you, Gus.
combat.
The only there combat has a lot of balancing issues with this game, especially when you start adding in trainers being able to attack Pokemon and being able to attack people.
Even if we didn't do that, the way that we set up everything, we'd still be bump up broken.
This
By the
game
way,
is-
I did actually get a PNG of your sword, Zeno. It's in tabletop.
the game isn't made really balanced around any of the abilities of Commander or Cheerleader or Duelist, and we unfortunately have all three of those, and it creates a lot of issues. And apparently, that's a well-known fact about this system that I didn't know until I started fully looking everything up, and I doubt anybody else knew, because this is the Pokemon system. So, but yeah, apparently
Also,
this
it's incredibly hard to DM for if you follow the rules to the letter. So there's a lot of stuff I'm just hand waving away that we don't have to worry about that we otherwise should be.
Yeah, no, this system, like, it's a very crunchy system, and that's part of its issue. This is overly crunchy, not easily simplified, and there's a lot of ways to break it because there are so many rules that some of them do contradict each other, but not too many because it's actually fairly well written and peer reviewed and play tested, which is great for a community RPG. Like, amazing for like in perspective, like amazing. But yeah, no, it's broken as hell. And easy to
Anyway,
break.
I'm glad I was able to actually give Zeno his sword that he asked for. That will be very interesting to see how that develops.
I'm going to use 3 sword style. As soon as
Are you just
Horage
gonna be-
evolves. I have one
But
sword
no,
from
my focus with this campaign at this point is making things fun and entertaining, and trying my best to make encounters that are interesting.
I had a funny thought.
Yeah,
You know the knife Cherry just got?
yeah.
Could we have given it to Machop and have it activate the guts ability because it's making him bleed?
That's not poison or burn.
Ah, damn it. I was just
Plus,
thinking
then you'd
sick.
be actively harming them
Yeah,
in a way that could actually cause damage.
Ricky will tough it up. He's a big, strong boy. Just a little bit self-conscious. God love him. He's a mama's boy.
But I'm glad you guys are having fun, and I'm glad that my little additions are helping. Even if they're totally warping everything, they're giving you options to play with.
Oh, I love it. 'Cause now I can do a lot more with having a fucking poison machete versus having Lucille or having a paralyzing hatchet.
Bean.
Ooh,
I can do a lot
yes.
with that.
Can I still head out?
Head out to do what?
Search for Pokemons.
Roll a 1d100. Last roll of the night, and then I'm leaving. Because I gotta go do stuff.
He
Stuff
rolled a
being in the next room.
57. It's me. I'm Stuff. Teehee.
You're in the next room? It's a 57 bean.
57. Roll a perception.
Ooh.
How high? I'm not in there right now.
24.
There's a little Ralts wandering around in the corner.
Little what?
A
Ralts.
Ralts?
I'm catching that.
There you go.
So, I'm gonna say this just because it's absolutely hilarious. So when you so apparently Bean turned off his DMs from regular people for like the past week.
Yeah,
And I
regular people
blocked-
know.
Yeah, no, because I had blocked Bean like a month ago because he was abusing the ping system and it pissed me the fuck off. Which I block anybody for doing that. And so I haven't been able to message Bean for the past week, and I thought my messages were going through. For the past week, I've been trying to buy a Duskstone and Waterstone in secrecy because I was like, oh shit, Zeno got fucked over with buying that Dawnstone by accident. I was like, I'm gonna be a great guy. I'm gonna, gonna be there. I'm gonna surprise him. It'll fuck with him. He's not gonna expect it.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect that.
No, and then Venus just like, oh yeah, Sableye comes back with 3 Duskstones. I was like, motherfucker.
Duck, do you not remember? I was confused why you were even asking because Zeno sent out his Sableye specifically to steal Duskstones.
And
No,
you steal so much more.
Sableye out to steal shit in general.
No,
we're fucking
specified
Gremlins.
Duskstones. So I was like, okay, you can buy a secret Duskstone. I don't know why.
No, and so like I was like, oh, I'll be great. I'll surprise him. It'll be funny. I'll just like I'll fuck with him because he's not gonna expect me to be nice.
Nobody expects you to be nice.
I know, and so I was like, it'll be this great like quiz.
Jack doesn't expect anything from you guys. Or rather, he expects
And now
everything
I'm
from you
just
guys.
like,
You could expect to get stabbed while you sleep.
The
That
only
you
thing
could
that
expect.
surprised Jack this entire session was Jerry being competent.
Yes.
well, Jerry's not incompetent. The issue is he just doesn't care. He's overly apathetic is what the actual issue is.
Jack
Retired.
expects-
He's
Jack just
retired
expects
and is
everything.
on treating this as a road trip more than anything. But still, when stuff needs to get done and when it's actually serious and could cause major ramifications in his life, he's gonna buckle down and solve shit.
Jack expects everything from you guys. Mostly the worst.
Maggie
Yeah.
expects everybody to be a fucking idiot for her to have to clean up.
The only one she trusts is Lancey.
Actually, yes, that's not a lie. Actually,
I
no,
mean,
and I am gonna say this. This is one last thing. 'Cause I know Bean is trying to get off, and I'm Southern goodbye.
I'm trying to escape.
I'm Southern goodbye, you bitch. Yeah,
God
good
damn
luck.
it.
No,
He's going to tell
what I
you
was
the
gonna
long
say is
story.
I did think that, and I didn't jump in right away and I let everybody else do their thing, and I think that was better because in the past, I know role playing wise, I've kind of jumped in with the plan right away and said, "This is what we're doing because it will work lore wise." So I think that was a little bit better on my end.
In the end, you just combined everyone's plans together into one grand plan and pulled it off.
Yes, and I think that worked better than how I think about how the brothel went, where it was basically just, here's what we're doing. Okay, do
Yeah.
it. And that, yeah. So hindsight, I think this worked a little bit better. Just well, not hindsight, but because this is legitimately what we're doing this for. But I think that worked a little bit better. So I'm just gonna keep that in my mind in the back. So I also do like the idea of the Mike Zoom call. I love it. We're gonna Skype Mike from here on out.
Cop
But
who's just on the ground bleeding out, just staring her down.
all of us are just staring menacingly at her while we're all like telepathically.
She's like, "What are you going to do to me?"
Just staring.
I was just expecting that Mike has a mental breakdown because he sees the darkness of Jack's mind.
Oh,
The only
that's
darkness
weird.
in his mind was the 5 cups of coffee he took before he went down.
You think you have a bad memory in your head. Mike has all the memories of the Vaporeon in his head. That's enough to
Sure,
Come up a
traumatize
little
him.
bit, not gonna lie. Mike pre-Vaporeon was kind of different to after Vaporeon, just a little bit.
Yes, he learned to value friendship and everything. Pointless stuff.
Yes. Anywho, 3, 2, 1, see ya.
Bye. So, Dagdi, do you need a Dusk Stone?
No, I legitimately bought a Duskstone.
A Dawnstone. A Dawnstone. Because you mentioned somewhere you wanted a Dawnstone for something.
No, I wanted straight up wanted the Ralts and
Oh yeah, you wanted the words if it's male.
yeah, because I do have a use for a Gallade, but it's one of those things I said that, but it's not technically on my wish list. But if you look at my wish list, half the Pokemon got removed because they were dark or ground or rock, just general tough Pokemon that weren't fighting, and that's everybody else's shtick. So,
I
but no,
expected to go for fire. For some reason. Because you
originally
did a ton of fire types.
Maggie was going to be a Steel type trainer because that was actually my favorite type of Pokemon. But I was working when we put out this call, like when Bean sent out the first messages thing, and Vic beat me to it.
And to get his R on, which he then just left.
And that pissed me the fuck off. And that is why I was going to steal that Aeron.
I mean, I also love steel types, but I can go with ground. The only thing I would have wanted would be the Steelix.
So I had 2 teams in mind. Steel, which was my first choice. A gimmick Perish Song team, which Bean put a hard axe to because he said he wasn't going to allow that because he thought it was going to break the game, which it does. So good on him. Like applause there because it was going to destroy combat.
Well, like I said, it's just a 1 turn delay to start because just everybody can take a breather.
Yeah, but you also need to remember Bean doesn't know a lot of the combat mechanics, so they would have died.
Probably.
And then the other one was fighting type, was fire type, and Bean originally started off as a fire type trainer and had Houndoom as his pick, and then
Is a
switched to
Houndoom?
electric. Originally, that's what the message. If you go far enough back in table talk, that is what he was going to do. Table bottom. That's what he was going to do was Houndoom. And then he switched to electric, and I was like, well, I'll go and do fighting. And I was like, I want either a Breloom, I want either a Shroomish or a Torchic as my starter. And I was like, where are we starting from? And he said Rustboro, and I was like, I can get a